to recap, you guys are currently in your safe house in Kings Lynn, Bury St Edmunds. Having all the same to me. Having just been shot at and dropped out of the sky a huge stallion with a fast response team aboard.
Nothing bad happened. Not at all.
Yeah, nothing bad happened at all. So, what is everyone doing in the safe house?
I just posted the 2 links for Lycan to our shared doc, and we have a shared.
What did you say?
Doc. In Discord, I just posted 2 links. One to a shared Google Doc and to a map.
Thank you.
Also, if you look in the announcement, you'll see the link to the Roll20. We will be using it, sort of, not for rolling, but
for what then?
Combats and maps, basically. When positioning is important.
Wait, we have maps?
We might do one day.
But today is not that day.
Well, it depends how far you guys get in the run and whether I have to do some badly drawn hand art maps.
Well, if my plan works perfectly, we do not have to fight anyone.
Yeah.
If. That's a big if.
Shut up. Don't give him ideas.
As a rule, I try not to do maps. I prefer Stitch of the Mind because maps I find are too constraining. However, occasionally I will draw like a building floor plan, not to scale, just so that you get the idea of what I'm talking about.
I think it's if you do like a sketch, it can really help. But if it's too detailed, then it's like, oh, I want to take cover, but there's no cover here in this alley. Even though the GM would totally say, yeah, there's a dumpster you can hide behind or something. But you don't think about it because you don't see it on the picture.
How thick are dumpsters in 6th World?
They're probably all bulletproof or something because the dumpster companies probably get shot at a lot. I don't know why, but they probably do get.
Or because they know that people will use them for cover eventually.
Yeah.
No, the answer is depends who's taking cover behind it. If it's us, it's thick enough. If it's the NPCs,
Cover doesn't work that way in this edition. It counts as a dice pool penalty, a dice pool bonus to dodge. However, it can still be penetrated, and the rules for penetrating barriers with gunfire, it loses 1 point of DV. That's it. You still take it.
And then there is that rule with if it's grazing hit, you still hit or something like that. If you're in cover.
Yeah, if you're in cover, it's a grazing hit. It could still go through the barrier and hit. It's one of 3 situations where grazing hits, or 4 situations where defenders don't win ties.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit silly. Basically, I would not have gotten hit if I stand in the open, but now I'm behind cover, so the same die roll hits me. Kind of silly.
Maybe because you don't get to dodge that much if you're behind cover.
Well, no, you get bonus dice to dodge if you're behind cover.
All right.
So
it's easier to dodge, but sometimes you can get shot anyway.
About your question, what we're doing, Farron would be trying to. Oh, I forgot the word again. Just when I want to say it. To distract. She would try to distract herself because she almost died and be more or less quite down.
When we left
About the fact.
in character team chat, I think you said she was brushing her hair.
Yeah,
and off her tail, but yes, that's the part of distracting. And
I believe Banshee had just tried to mix up a lethal concoction of various berries that he couldn't identify.
Yes, this was also part of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Venus was doing. I think she was staying in the safe house while you were having fun. I'm waiting
Venus
for.
is in the safe house.
I'm waiting for our rigger to arrive. Who probably took the wrong turn and drove to Wales or something. I don't know.
Pretty much. That's what's happened. However, about the time the rigger was supposed to arrive, about 8 o'clock in the evening, Venus gets a telephone call from Eric.
Damn it! Where do I find a telephone now? I'm trying to answer it on my comm, and yes, I'm being a smartass right now.
Okay.
Hi there.
Hi, Venus. Something's come up. That rigger that you guys that you put you in touch with, he's had some difficulties. So he won't be able to join you.
Well, what do you mean difficulties?
She should say, got caught up in a bit of a shunt on the motorway, and police checked her van and found a few things that weren't supposed to be there, and yeah.
Our track, did she give us up? I mean, she didn't really know much, but I don't think I gave
no,
you the...
No, she didn't. She's taken it on the chin. She phoned a contact of mine to try and sort things out. When she's back on the streets, if she's still interested in hooking up with you guys, I'll let you know. But at this point in time, probably best not to count on her support.
Track. I kind of would have needed a record for our escape plan there.
However, a friend of a friend has put me in contact with. She's kind of new, but she's fairly handy in a fight. I know, I don't know what you guys have gotten into. I've heard all sorts of weird stories in the last sort of 6 hours, but I just wondered if you guys wanted to, have an extra pair of eyes in it.
Well, give me a moment. I'll check with the group. Hey guys, seems our rigger got some trouble and won't make it here. But Eric just said he has like a newbie that wants to join us.
Ask Eric if she's good at killing people, because we need a lot of that.
I think he said it, but I'll check again. Is she good at killing people, or is she like, no, I only do non-lethal?
From what I've heard, she's pretty good at killing people.
Yep, she's good at killing people, Eric says.
She certainly knows her way around some firearms.
Excellent.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, we might need that. Okay, we need to rework our escape plan then if the rigger can't hijack the truck train.
Wait, are we skipping or are we going through with this? So we still have to decide on that.
Oh, you mean we skipped the entire job, you mean?
Yeah, you seem to imply that we're going to run away.
Wait, what?
You seem to be implying that we're going to run away.
Was I? Oh, I don't remember that. Anyway, Eric, yeah, that would be great. I'm texting you an address. Send her there. We'll take it from there then.
Okay. I'll send her over. Her name's Lycan. I will send you her comm code, and you guys can work everything out.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Wow. The animal-related naming theme is already taken. I don't know if I like this one.
So, Kat, you mean we should bug out of this job?
No, I think we should go and kick these guys' asses for, bringing a fucking attack helicopter into deal with tiny monkeys. Who does that?
Yeah, I don't think they brought it because of the tiny monkeys. I think they brought it because you messed the sensors up with the tiny monkeys.
Wait.
Okay, I don't know how this, it's your fault, it's my fault, is helping anyone.
It doesn't. So
Wait.
let's not do that. Yes.
Wait, Venus, we could still hire rigger as we hired the decker when we first started. I mean,
yeah, but let's. So are we trying to do the plan where do we actually have a plan? It's been like 3 weeks, so I kind of forgot.
Yeah, at this point we were considering several possibilities. Kat's suggestion would be to first learn how what the state of their FTR is. Because if
wait!
they're lucky, they crashed the whole team during that crash.
We actually got the security procedure files now. We still haven't really read through that. How we access the server room official, like what's the procedure for that? We got the data, but so let's read through that and maybe then we figure something out.
We have that, but what I mean is we need to know what the state of their FTR is, because maybe hopefully the whole team crashed in that chopper and they are all dead, and then we can just waltz in. Like, that's being very hopeful, but
Yeah,
Okay,
they might have called in reinforcements.
Kat, give me a memory test.
Okay, are we doing dice roller in the?
Yeah, in Discord we're using the exploding dice bot made by Carlton Davis. Patreon.com/Carlton Davis.
That's one hit. So I don't know if I remember much with just one hit.
Okay. When you a few hours ago, when you zipped back over to erase your actual signature,
Yeah.
you remember seeing that there were several not insignificant force spells had been cast around the amorphous grey blob of technology, surrounded by a slight taste of pain and fear, which you believe is the helicopter wreckage.
Right. Sounds like somebody tried to heal people.
Yeah, you don't know if the spells were successful, you just know that they were cast, and they were of a force similar to your magic rating from what you...
So, okay, we might be lucky, and they might be, quite low on their. Well, they might be they might require some reinforcements. So we may be able to impersonate those.
That's tough. The FDR
that's
people
for sure.
might know each other. They might have like training camps and where they know each other. There can't be that many really. And it's enough if one person says, "No, wait, you are not Sean."
Okay, Wayfarer, give me a memory test. Farron, give me a small unit tactics roll, please.
What roll?
I
Small
have
unit
small unit
tactics.
tactics too.
Oh, small units. With sun unit tactics, I was thinking about what? What's the roll one?
But I still think we should read through the file that Wayfarer got, because we still haven't actually read through that. We still don't know how... We have the file, but you still haven't told us what the procedure is to get into the server room.
8 hits on memory test.
I guess without my urban specialization.
In small unit tactics, I didn't know you had a specialization. Oh, yes, you do have a specialization.
Yeah.
Yes. No, with that, yeah.
Do I have to roll it too?
Nope. So you got 8 hits.
I'd like to edge that because I want to know stuff.
You don't have edge, I think.
I don't have edge. I haven't used any yet.
While you were dying.
4 hits. No. Yeah. I don't have edge anymore now, which is still enough time to recover edge, as I have to recover anyway. So yeah, 4 hits on my small units.
Okay. Since we last played, Carlton has added a command where if you just do a roll of exclamation mark, it basically re-rolls your failed dice from the previous roll.
Oh.
So it's a thing. Okay. Wayfarer, you remember from the previous documents that you got the first time you invaded their host that while they have some medical care available on site, it's more of a small clinic, sort of a GP surgery more than an actual trauma center. So you remember to look up in the document that you got the first time that significant trauma cases would be sent to a different facility. You collectively, looking through the files, probably you are able to figure out that there is only one fast response team permanently stationed at this facility. Farron, with your... How many hits was that?
4.
4 hits. With your 4 hits, with your 4 hits on a small unit tactics roll, with the documents that you have collectively as a team, you are fairly certain with 4 hits that their security will be mainly low-end police, sort of mundane guards, which is designed to be backed up by an on-site fast response team with heavy armor and weapon. The only thing that you personally can't account for is magical security. However, at this point, your experience, such as it is telling you that this facility is significantly degraded from a physical security perspective.
Awesome.
Woohoo! I say we go in hard and just bust some skulls.
Okay. The document you acquired earlier that day via Monkey.
Two monkeys.
It was 6 monkeys as far as the other guys were concerned.
What a bunch of dummies. They don't know how to count.
All right, 5 monkeys and a bunch of spiders. That was the access procedure for the server room, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That document, once you read it through, provides the forms or references to the forms that are required to obtain authorized access to the server room. It makes mention to a special access class for a list of a subset of employees at this facility who have ongoing access. However, it also mentions that the room itself is not only warded, but it is shielded against wireless technologies, as in creates a little pocket of wireless within itself, and the server that you need to access is protected by automated defense systems that are isolated from the rest of the building and run entirely from the host that you need to access. So the information that you got the first penetration into the host is the facility itself. This second document is a bit more detailed security on what's inside the server room and the procedural information you need to obtain authorized access to the server room. And it also confirms its location, as in the one in the central building, the one in the second sub-basement of the central building, which Cat identified as a warded area on his initial reconnaissance.
What automated defense are we talking about? Are we talking auto turrets and laser grids and stuff, or black ice and other black stuff, bad stuff?
The ice load on the host is vaguely mentioned as extreme non-lethal, and the automated defense systems are mentioned as sentry systems.
Is there anything mentioned about if you are from a different facility and basically get sent here to store top secret or stuff in the server?
Yes, it does. It mentions that information will be logged in, and it mentions the file numbers or the form numbers that need to be filled out, both prior to arrival and on site.
Does it mention who has to authorize the forms and that kind of stuff?
It mentions several pay grades that are allowed to authorize it prior to arrival. Once you arrive, a courier who is arriving with the data hands it over to a administrator type, one of the people that have ongoing access to the server room. They then walk it into the server room in an offline storage, basically a chip, and it gets uploaded into the server there.
So the outside people never set foot into the server room?
They never set foot into the server room and get into the ante-room to the server, where the courier exchanges the information to the system admin. That area is heavily secured under normal circumstances.
Yeah, but still, the problem is we are not supposed to show that we got access to the server or let them know what we get from the server. We can get access to the server, but not let them figure out what we take. So, Wayfarer.
What?
When you're in there, if we have to go in like semi-hot, so that they definitely know we access the server, can you unleash some sort of virus on there that just starts deleting random stuff, so they probably just think it was random industrial sabotage?
Do we need Wayfarer in the server room, or could Pharaon deal with that?
Wayfarer giggles.
I'm not good with these things.
Yeah, there's a Faraday cage around it from what the document says there, right? Very far.
There is a Faraday cage. There is no way we can access there wirelessly. But if you want to get a spool of wire and like take it all the way from the entrance to the server, from like me to the server, be my guest.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit suspicious.
Wouldn't it
Oh,
be
just a little bit, not much.
About the virus, I think all files will be protected.
Well, it doesn't really matter that much. It's just so you're online there, you unleash something that messes around a little bit. They probably squash that thing relatively quick. As long as it messes some stuff up, they're probably looking, hopefully, in the totally wrong area for what we actually did.
Wouldn't it also be possible to impersonate the guy that can access the server?
That is a good idea. We have a list of people that can get in there, but we do not know anything about them, really.
You do not have names. You just have a single line on the document or single section in the document that mentions 2 job roles which have, as part of their jobs, permanent access to the server room, but there is no names of who holds those jobs.
So we would have to go back into the host and get basically the personnel files. Do we really want to do that? And especially since we already found out most of those people never leave the place, so I couldn't really. Well, I could try to impersonate that groundkeeper woman I met a couple of days ago. That would get me into the compound. If I
Yeah.
then get access to one of the admins, and it's a woman preferably, I think I can. Some man I might be able to impersonate. I could then try to do something about that, but it would have to go quick then.
Yeah, either that or improvise when we meet the guy in person if we just go in and I mean Wayfair could try to spoof the cameras if there are any cameras, and if there aren't any other people watching, knock him out and you change into him or her.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm not sure we'll be in. Well, yeah, it
mean-
takes about and I don't know who it is. If it's like a 2 meter tall fat troll, I have problems.
About the
You can mention.
cameras and turrets and other things, hacking is not magic. Last time we were in, there was a guy who was specifically looking for others.
Isn't there always something looking for others on a host?
Or
Do we know if there is anything else of value in this installation?
Well, except
there is probably a lot, so we might just
top secret
randomly-
documents.
I smell a raid incoming.
Yeah, I'm
The
hoping
documents
for
that you have list the activities, and this facility, part of it anyway, is is the test bed for a project that is designed to produce a bacteria which is able to eat certain types of toxic poisoning.
Ew, nice.
It's not a particularly new technology. It's not something that isn't around. However, this is one of the early field trials, so that information may have use to someone.
So do we know where that is the document listing what part of the compound that is being researched?
Building 3 is where the green biotech lab is listed in the documents you've received. The first document, the security procedures.
So we could try to either try to steal something from there or sabotage something from there, so we throw them off the trail.
Yeah, that would be my suggestion. Me, Banshee, you, Venus, if you are up for it,
Yeah,
make
sure.
a lot of ruckus somewhere else, and then we leave Faron and Wayfarer to get into the server and
What kind of rockets are you talking about?
lots of bullets and hopefully a payday at the end of the day.
Banshee, do you still have those incendiary things?
Yeah, Iron, do we still have those incendiary bombs?
You have them. They weren't used. I don't think you brought them with you to this particular safe house.
Well, we could pick them up. It's like a 2-hour drive to get home, so we could get them.
Well, if you pile up a bunch of documents and papers and computers and everything,
And
in the
mix a
building,
little explosives in that?
so I don't think they will think anything but act of vandalism.
Sabotage.
Anarchy.
Sabotage.
Yeah, it might be it. That might work. So about getting in, how are we trying to get in and try to get out? Our first plan was kind of we get in and we get out by basically stealing their automated train, get on, someone hacks in, but that's what we needed the rigger for.
We could still get a rigger. I mean, we have money.
Yeah, but we can't blow all our money.
We
Well, I
can
can
get a
I can ask Eric if he has someone that would they have to be on site for that? Would they have to plug into the truck itself, or can they do that remotely?
I don't know if we need a rigger.
Can't
Well,
we
maybe for
just-
the
If this truck is automated, we just have to get inside of the truck once it leaves.
Yeah, but probably once stuff blows up, they probably put that stuff on lockdown and it doesn't leave. That's the problem.
Then we
Right.
blow it up after we leave.
But if we are
That's not
inside,
really-
Wayfarer could try to hack it and get it to, but they probably can overwrite that stuff.
Not if we jam everything in the vicinity.
Yeah, that might work. If you're confident enough that you can do that.
Well, no, I can't jam things and hack things simultaneously. We need a jammer.
Yeah, I mean,
check
we
the
can
selected
can
then.
easily get one. We still have like 2 days till the next delivery is due, don't we?
Are we
Wasn't
going to
it more
try
like
to
almost a
use the
week?
delivery in the end?
Well, they only get deliveries on Tuesdays, I believe, or was it Thursday?
Tuesday.
One or the other. I think it was Tuesday, and I think we are now at Friday or Saturday or something.
Yeah, today it's currently Saturday night.
Yeah. So the night from Friday to Saturday, or
No, the night from Saturday to Sunday.
okay, still 2 full days and a little bit. So if we time it for that, we can use that, or we just like blow a hole in the fence and run. But there's nothing really we can run to. Or we just steal one of the cars on the compound and drive it out and drive through a door and stuff.
Well, if their security is as low as it sounds like, we'll just be able to go in and smash our way. Or
I'm not really
actually,
sure
we can do
about
both. We can have the sneak it in, get in with the car, with the delivery. And
Just because the security force is lower, they still have all those auto turrets and all that kind of stuff we saw on the blueprints.
Yeah, I really appreciate not to get shot at again.
I'd really try to pull this off silently. So as I said, I can try to impersonate one of the groundskeeper, which allows me to move around on the facility. And maybe is there sort of a backdoor on the blueprints, like a back gate or a door that's normally locked, which I could open from the inside and let you in?
From the outer wall, there was 2 gates, one of which was the main gate, and the other one is a smaller sort of auxiliary gate. The security on both is fairly decent. The information gathered so far and observations and such. There are turrets and armed guards on the main gate, and the secondary gate has a turret and a small guard shack with, I think Kat said it was 2 guards.
Okay, other idea. If I'm disguised as the groundskeeper and drive back into the facility in the groundskeeper's car or some sort of van that I say, yeah, I have to pick up like dirt or whatever they use, like, to plant stuff. And someone blocks their scanner so they can't actually scan you guys in the back. I could maybe drive all of you through there.
Wasn't Kate also able to make people invisible with spells? I mean, I saw him do it when he was transforming himself into a cat at the copper horse.
yeah, doing it several times, it's gonna be a bit hard, but yeah.
Well, I'm no expert, but spirits can do that too, right?
Well, none I have access to. The problem mostly is that I can make people invisible to other people and to technology, but not to spirit. There used to be quite a contingent of spirits in this place.
Yeah, but still, it might still be enough so that I basically drive through and say, yeah, I had to pick up some crap outside, so we can keep working. Couldn't wait till the delivery, and just bullshit my way past the guards, which I hopefully manage. And
Try
they
to tell them it's urgent.
yeah, exactly. So they probably just do a routine scan and scan some fertilizers in the back and not you guys. And that way we all can get in, do shit, and then we get out again somehow. Does that make sense?
But there's this thing. What if the actual groundskeeper comes after you? That's going to cause a problem. I say we deal with the groundskeeper somehow.
Oh, when I impersonate her, I would make sure she's not there to show up. Trust me on that.
Excellent. You see our almost evil grin on Banshee.
Well, I do have to get her access card and all that kind of shit. Her comlink with the sin on it. I can't just do that when she's there. Also, it would be kind of suspicious if I come in as her and the system has her locked as inside. So she has to go outside and I have to be the one to return. But if that's
Something
a
else
day early, hey, maybe I can drive you in basically a day early. You lay low somewhere, hide, and then the next day we blow stuff up. Or we just ignore the whole train thing and get another way out.
Something else to keep in mind is that the longer we wait, the easier it's going to be for them to reinforce.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So we'll try to... How are we looking as far as health goes?
At about that time, Venus receives a phone call.
Hello.
It would be Lycan because she is approaching the location that you sent her to. Assuming Lycan is still here.
You are muted in Discord.
He would have, everything. his response would have been, and I call full battle.
Hi. Yeah, that would be me. Hi. You are that wolf girl? That would be strange because I gave you a different address. But if you, the last one kind of got picked up on the way, and I didn't want to get the real address with the next guy to get caught up somewhere, you know. So if you just drive 2 streets further, and then it's the second house on the left. Yeah, I'll look outside the window to see if she arrives, and then I open the door. No, actually, once she arrives, I give her a call again to make sure it's actually her. And then I open the door. Oh, hey, you must be Lycan. I'm Venus. Hi. Come on in. Yeah. Venus smiles and shakes your hand. Oh, Venus is a human woman. About, how tall was she? 1 meter and 69, which is roughly like 5'7", I think. Sort of like there. Looks fairly young, like in her mid-20s. Currently she has a short reddish brown hair, and wears the clothes seem very well made. So yes, she shakes your hand and, oh yeah, come in. We awaited you. Okay, so someone fill you. Oh, if you would get the car off the street and park it over there, a little bit out of the way, that would be real best. So do we actually have to tell you the plan again, or did you listen to it sort of and we just say we fill you in? Oh, totally.
There's a chuckle. Yeah, there's like a general
chuckling. Aaron starts chuckling.
Yeah, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
At that point, Kat will get up and approach her, offer her hand for shaking. Name's Kat.
Okay. Give me, let's call it 1 sensing test. Not sure if you actually have that skill yet. I may have had to remove it to juggle things. You can default to intuition.
Kat will sense back, by the way. Like he did as soon as you walked in.
Sense away.
That's
Is it
3 hits.
resistible?
Unless you have mask, it isn't.
And for masking, you need to be a mage and have initiated, so no.
You can mask as an adept, I think.
Mm-hmm. You can. You have to be awakened.
Yeah, but you still have to be initiated.
Yes. Yes, you have to be awakened and have any. Okay, Lycan, you spot that 1 member of the team is awakened. Everyone
To
else,
nature too, probably at the moment.
you channeling.
Yeah,
No, but-
because
You're perceiving, so you will be.
no, and also I was hurt. I have a few physical boxes, so this helps with the pain.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, the British guy who just offered his hand is awakened and dual-natured with no implants. Essence and magic both are higher than yours. Everyone else is mundane with essences lower than yours, but you cannot see any specific implant. You just notice that their essence is lower because their auras aren't as bright and effervescent as a mundane person with full essence. Kat, with your 3 hits on an sensing test, you see that Lycan is adept. Her magic and essence are both lower than yours, and she has a smallish amount of basic and alpha grade cyberware.
Ken will raise an eyebrow to that, but to each its own.
Well, as Lycan notices that Kat is also dual nature, so trying to sense her, she assumes he gives like a slight smile and a wink.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me make introductions. Well, you already met Kat here. The guy over there is Wayfarer. He's our decker.
Hello.
Wayfarer.
The Irish girl over there is Farron, pointing at the red hat.
Is sitting on the couch, still looking at still feeling down. That's quite obvious for everyone to see. She just waves her hand at her.
And she's probably brushing her tail still.
Yeah.
And that
So she
guy
waves with the brush.
and that guy over there is Banshee. Don't call him a Croatian.
Banshee stops spinning his knife and extends a hand to Lycan. Hello.
So that's everyone. What's the plan? What are we going to do?
Yeah. Okay. So I pull up a map on AR which shows the general area of the compound. It's a big compound in the stink fence with, I think it was 4 buildings.
That's correct. 1 central building and 3 buildings forming a hexagonal shape around it.
Yeah, and a big fence around it, and pretty much nothing else in like the area. This is the other compound, Protos AG, of that company, I mean. And we're trying to get into that main building, into the basement, into the server room that is shielded, and steal stuff from their computers there, without them knowing what we got.
We had a bit of a run-in with our fast response team, and we suspect we kind of dealt with them. So we were thinking about doing a 1-2, going loud on one side to draw their attention, and then having some of us sneak in and get the objective done.
Yeah, I'm still not. I think it might be okay for a distraction. I'm not sure we should be actually there when it goes off. You know, maybe plant those bombs at some place, blow them up, and at that point you send a spirit into the building to just start attacking random people, just to cause a panic. You know.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
wait, you can summon spirits too?
No, I cannot summon spirit, but I know the concept. But
Yeah.
would you like to have me in the loud group or in the sneaky group? I can do both.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we'll do that. We're still kind of fiddling with the details of the plan on how to getting in and getting out again. So here's all the info we have. If you have any questions, sure, go ask, and maybe you have an idea.
I'm sorry.
Lycan, what knowledge skills do you have?
I have
I know there's one of them.
I have
But
small unit tactics. I have Excalibur Division. I have Street Knowledge London, and I have Magical Theory.
Okay, fair enough.
Was there something in particular you were thinking about?
No, I am. No, I wasn't sure if there was a knowledge skill that you had.
Just a sec.
I think I would. I don't know any of your other people's like abilities, so I'm just going in the group where you think I'm most needed. Of course,
Yeah.
I can't summon a spirit, and
No.
I'm not very good with computers.
Yeah, but Eric said you're like a fighter, so maybe I probably, it probably depends which group Benji goes in, because I would like at least one fighter with each group, I suppose. That sounds fair, right?
Well, I assume
Yeah,
I
that
choose the
sounds
leader. It's your call.
Okay, you should quit that, or she'll believe it, and then no one wants to deal with that.
Well,
Woof,
if she's not the leader, who's the leader?
That's
And,
the thing. Nobody.
that is kind of the problem. I'm kind of new with this group as well. They're kind of a mess, so trying to get them into shape.
Well,
You
surely
can
someone should be
try.
in command.
Oh, don't tempt me, see. Don't tempt me.
As long as you don't tell them too much, they'll just do it.
Aaron,
Yes.
what happens to the server room if another incendiary bomb goes off there?
Where? In the server room?
Yes.
In the server room, there is fire suppressions. It is environmentally isolated with its own HVAC and fire suppression and life support.
So most likely doors closed, hermetically sealed, air is pumped out, like gas is pumped in to kill the fire, stuff like that.
There is mention in the documentation that you have that there are emergency gas masks available in the event of a fire. The halon system will be activated.
Is there any mention of where is the center of the system? What is tied to? Is it on the same host?
No, that entire room is isolated within the Faraday cage and is completely self-contained.
So we can turn off the fire suppression system from there
Maybe
and blow it up
Once
too?
you get in there, you might be able to. Until you access that host, you don't know what level of control it has. It may be a completely automated fire suppression system that cannot.
Well, it might still be a good distraction once we get out. They probably know we've been in there anyway, so we just set off the bomb. If they think, hey, they screwed up, they wanted to blow up our server, they screwed up, that's good. If we actually manage to blow it up, that's better.
Banshee, can you hardwire some more explosive things to the incendiary bomb? Just for extra oomph?
Probably. What kind of explosives do you need?
Anything?
I mean, anything can be grenades, it can be C6. I need something more precise.
Wayfarer looks at him, scratches his head, and goes, anything that goes oomph?
Fine. C6 it is.
Hey, Venus, now that we have another one who can do the loud stuff, I guess you can go with the sneaking group. That's me and Wayfarer, because if you actually can impersonate the guy who can access the host, it might make things easier.
Yeah, I would probably be good if I'm with the sneaking group,
Yeah.
so I can talk you through there. I mean, not talk you through, talk to the people so they let you through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would be in Banshee, Lycan, and Cat would cause a ruckus somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like building 3.
Excellent.
Yes.
Now we still have to figure out how to get in and best how to get out again.
Wouldn't it be
Is-
possible
Do
that
they have like VTOLs on there that we can just snatch one and fly out, or a helicopter?
They have some huge stallions. You know that.
What-
They're
what-
usually armed with heavy machine guns as well.
that's the helicopter.
There may be more than one.
Yeah, but
Of course.
that is a helicopter.
Yes.
Or
Yes,
Just-
it is. Same helicopter that killed Farron
Almost.
and Wayfarer.
can
Almost.
one of us actually fly that thing? Because otherwise we really have to get a rigger at least remotely to get in there.
we could try it to use the pilot of the
If
thing.
Wayfarer knows that if he can directly connect to the vehicle, he can shut off wireless to prevent external overrides, and he can control it via the pilot program.
Oh, well, you can do that. Cool.
Out of character, what dice pool is that? Because I have 0 pilot aircraft.
Control device. You basically establish a direct connection to a vehicle, shut off wireless, and use control device command to basically tell the pilot program to do what you want it to do.
Yeah. Fly helicopter to location A.
So
It does-
helicopter uses its dice pool basically.
And what
Yeah, it
is
uses its own pilot program, and that's it.
what's the capacity of that helicopter, like in spaces for people?
That's a big one.
Yeah. Why don't you ask your 2 military chummers?
The huge
Uh,
stallion has it has 8 seats.
Yeah, it's basically the size of a Black Hawk, slightly bigger, sort of Merlin Black Hawk sized.
Ooh.
If we get that thing, I'm keeping it.
You find a place to hide it.
That depends on how far we get. But if we can keep it, that would be awesome. But if we have to burn it or dump it, that would be just as well, because we primary use is to get out of there.
I mean, it could be worth a lot of money to sell it.
Yeah, but for that we actually have to keep it safe for a little while, and I don't know where to stash a helicopter. Do you?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Don't you have people who deal with like illegal stuff?
Oh yeah, but I don't want to call them now to broker a deal for a helicopter we maybe don't get. If we are on the helicopter and flying away, I can always call them and see, hey, you have a place where we can store that thing. We are there in 10 minutes. If they have something, then cool. If not, we get out and crash it somewhere.
I am all for this plan. Are we going to
Sure.
try to go for that pay data we identified? The whole thing with the bacteria and whatnot.
Yeah, try to grab data chips you can get, maybe a prototype, blow up the rest. Like, so it seems like we were there for that crap.
Maybe if we won't be in the Faraday cage, I will be able to tap into the stuff, and if I get another data tab, that is, because mine got burned.
If you actually, once you are in the secure server and you find data belonging to that project, doesn't matter how much or how little, just try to delete it. Like, so it looks like we were actually there in the server room for that stuff to kill their research.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
Alright.
like a plan. Just to keep things clear, keep the objective clear. Doesn't matter if we don't get this done, as long as it looks like we were trying to.
Yeah, and how do we? Okay, so now we have a plan hopefully to get out. How do we get in?
Yeah, that's what I want to say. We could impersonate people that have to bring something to the server, and then you
One-
try to impersonate a guy who can access the server and tell them something so we can go with you.
Yeah.
Like
One slight problem with that is I do have to go in like 5 minutes.
I know. You asked in character, I answered in character.
Yeah, I know, but the groundskeeper actually had a van. I remember that now. Why didn't I remember that earlier? So yeah, I'll try to get that groundskeeper. I hope I can grab her. Like we dose her with something, knock her out, tie her up, keep her somewhere. I impersonate her, drive you guys inside, hopefully, and from there, once I park the van at a safe location, you get out. We might need some uniform, or do they actually have uniforms there, or do they walk around in suits?
You haven't actually seen her at work.
Oh, not the groundskeeper. They probably have like overalls. But I meant the normal people that walk around there. We have a little bit of air surveillance, don't we?
No, the only air surveillance actually, yes, you have, because Kat did a flyby. Everyone do a teamwork perception test on that for whoever's got the most ranks in perception.
I have 6.
Electronic warfare applies.
I have 2 ranks plus specializations on. I'm assisting. Visual, right?
6.
I
Yes,
have
visual perception.
Does stuff from like vision augmentation stuff apply?
Wait, what's perception again?
It's good.
Perception plus intuition.
We are doing it after the fact, so e-warfare does not apply, right?
No, it doesn't apply. You're physically looking at foot.
So I got
who's the highest
2
rank?
hits to assist and need to go to the phone now.
Did we ever find out who was the highest rank?
I got 2 hits. I have 2 I have 2 ranks in.
I think a bunch of us had 6 rank, so whoever feels like
I
taking
have 0
dice.
ranks and 3
Oh.
hits.
You have 16 dice, so you would have more than me, Cat, for some reason.
Well, that's rank still.
So okay. Do you want me? Wait, let me just upload my character sheet. So if you have to make any rolls, wait, I actually uploaded it into the sheet store thingy earlier.
Yeah, it's there. Don't worry.
So if you have to make any rolls on my behalf, like just look up there what I have. I hope I'm back in
Okay.
about an hour.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, see you later.
Goodbye. I still like to know who's assisting and who's actually doing the role now.
Right. If Kat and Farron both have 6 ranks, it would make sense for Kat to make the roll because he has.
Okay, so how many extra dice should I roll? It's 2, 4. Okay, yeah, I'm maxing out at 6. So that's a total of 5 hits.
From the footage you've collected from your birdie flyby, you are able to tell that they are wearing basically a generic brown sort of set of overalls over what looks like a sort of a dark green t-shirt.
What an atrocious sense of style. Okay, so is it worth trying to impersonate our way in?
If it's worth trying to impersonate our way in, what is the question?
Whether it's worth impersonating our way in.
So,
Well, if you don't want to get shot, probably it is.
yeah,
I mean,
think-
shot again.
I never got shot.
The thing is it worth trying to get hold of some of those uniforms, or should we try to impersonate our way in another way, or just sneak our way in?
I mean, if we do it like I said and impersonate a group that is going to place something on the actual server, they might not have the uniforms, but suits or other things. I don't know what they actually wear because they may not even be part of this facility at all. And the others maybe with uniforms, so they don't really get spotted as easily. Look like normal people working there. And obviously one uniform for Venus, so she can impersonate the guy who can actually get into the server room.
Okay, you don't know what those uniforms are. You just know the groundskeepers wear brown overalls with a green t-shirt.
Yeah, the part about uniform for the guy who can access the server room. I guess we get the uniform with the guy if we knock him out.
Fair enough.
I think he will be like a troll, a Twinkle-Toes sized troll who is local admin.
Could be worse. Could be a dwarf.
Haha.
Don't jinx it.
That's racist.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your plan is to for Venus to tranquilize and impersonate the groundskeeper that she met at that pub.
Yep.
You all sneak into the facility using her van. Then you get inside. At that point, Wayfarer and Venus and Farron go to the central building to get into the server room, possibly by impersonating one of the system admins who has permanent access. While at the same time, Lycan, Banshee, and Cat are going to Building 3 to cause mayhem and possibly steal some pay data related to the mercury affixing bacteria. Sorry, heavy metal affixing bacteria trial.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you going back to get your incendiary bombs?
Yes.
I mean, I have to recover anyway, so they have time to do this. And it's not. Oh no, we don't have to wait for this day anymore.
It wasn't that bad.
Right. Okay. Let's have a health check. How many boxes of physical damage do you have?
2.
I think the only person, Farron, with 2. Yeah.
No, I have 4 drain.
It's not physical.
Right. It is.
Yeah, I have 4 drain of physical because I shot down a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
He overcast a power bolt at the tail rotor of that stallion in order to make it fall out the guy and stop shooting you.
Yeah, but it's
the
been
medkit
quite a
help?
while. I remembered it wrong then.
Yeah.
So nice to know that you don't remember me saving your life.
I do, but not how hard you
He
hit
was dead at
yourself
the
with it. And yeah, also dead.
Yeah. Cat basically did a smackdown, and we fudged it so that it was physical drain on a power bolt.
The medkit
Yes.
won't help, right?
No, the only thing that can heal drain is an adept power and rest.
Yeah, but don't medkits help with rest, like with
Yes, they
natural
do.
recovery, basically?
They do. Yes, medkits can still be used as part of the medicine test to aid in natural recovery.
Well, I just want to add, it's
So-
even better that I got yelled at after they revived me to open a stupid car.
Yes, you did.
Well, we could open it by ourselves. I could just get a mark on you and spoof command to open the car. Just like I don't
It's okay,
enjoy
it's
people
just-
dying.
Just wanted to add this that you no
But
bunch of
okay.
assholes.
If it's okay, out of character, what is the plan? Are we going to wait for Venus to come back for her to execute her part of the plan? Or are we...
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, no.
That was a great answer.
yeah, no.
I don't want to wait an hour. So what we'll do is I will, based on her dice pools compared to her target, I will go through and basically narrate what's going to happen for that bit.
Yay.
And then you guys can sort of throw in actions as and when as appropriate to support her and follow the plan. And then we'll get, from when we get in the building, Venus will sort of tag along in the background with Wayfarer and Farron, and the other team will go and do their thing.
Right.
I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
How many 8 hours of 24 hours can I sleep to regain edge?
Once per day.
Ah.
Edge recovers basically once a day. You get a good meal and 8 hours of rest, and that recovers an edge.
How many days are we waiting before going to the compound?
None if we can help it, because, we recover edge, they get a handful of people with heavy weapons.
Well, it's middle of the night anyways.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys rest for 8 hours now, then you will be able to get an edge back now, as long as you're not wounded.
Hey, that's me.
And me.
Yeah, you have to heal stun damage before the 8 hours counts as rest. So how many boxes of damage does Wayfarer have right now?
0.
Do you have
I've
physical damage?
recovered 0 physical damage. I've healed myself with medkit, and then Cat healed me with magic. And afterwards,
Okay,
I
so do
recovered
you
my
have
stun damage.
Okay, so you have no stun damage.
Yes, I've
And
rolled for it.
and no physical?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be able to recover edge this night. Sorry, go on, Lycan.
I was just going to ask, so what people are doing now is they're resting and then they're going back to get some stuff, and then we're going to, make the run into that compound.
I think we're letting Banshee drive back and forth, maybe with Venus, or maybe we can just say that Venus is going, so that's why she's not here.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. I mean, I'm not hugely worried. You guys are basically. I imagine you guys are going to take one day to recover some damage.
Cat will try to convince people to go now, ASAP.
We're
But-
still in those firebombs.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like 4 hours to go back and forth. If Kat can convince the group
At
to
least,
do it now,
at least let us
He will.
wait till tomorrow so some of us can rest and heal up.
yeah,
it's
that
24
means
hours. So if it's Saturday night, right? If you get 1 day's worth of healing, that would mean you will be going on Monday.
and that means they get the time to get reinforcements. They
It's
are
middle of the night. It's Sunday.
Yeah, we just brought down a helicopter. Don't know if you noticed that.
Not really. I just heard of it.
Haha.
Well, we did.
Okay, but
Yeah.
if any of this is discussed in character, Lycan says, "Oh, so wait, they know we're coming, or what?
Yeah.
Well, they've seen tiny monkeys.
They've seen tiny monkeys. You'll have to explain that."
We
No,
tried
I
to be
won't.
subtle, and they completely reacted. So we
He transformed into
sort
them.
of went loud.
He transformed himself and Wayfarer into monkeys in a country where there are no free living monkeys.
Okay, but if they know we're coming, we shouldn't wait a day. That would be stupid.
Thank God, I'm starting to like Lycan. See, if they're gonna have time to barricade up and get ready and bring reinforcements. So unless we are going
I
to be
mean,
those reinforcements, we should go ASAP.
Just as an FYI, in character, those of you who would give a crap notice that there's a hardness about Lycan. Something that Banshee specifically notices as the innate confidence that comes from Spetsnaz level training.
Banshee looks at her and quietly says, "Interesting, most interesting."
Farron also recognizes that level of confidence, as does Kat, from some of their friends at the Copper Horse.
Yeah, but she isn't confident at all about anything right now, so she doesn't really
It's fine. We'll push you. Okay, so
think
should we
much
give
about it.
Venus a couple of hours to drive back and forth, or do we really need those firebombs?
Yes, we do.
What for, though?
Okay, but if we need them, then go right now.
I first need to explain it to him. For most effect, basically, for
He
most
wants to make a distraction.
Yeah, distraction that's not too obvious, but obvious enough to see that we are stealing some paid data and we are purposely destroying that research.
Okay, I shan't be the one to get between a man and his toys.
I mean, if you want to try. And Banshee is off.
He wants to work.
Okay, so we have a few hours to rest and get ready, so I recommend you guys take advantage of that.
So to clarify, Cat is not going to take his 24 hours, but
No.
we can take our 8 hours.
You have like 4 or 5, maybe, if the traffic is bad.
That's why I'm asking. Iron,
Yeah, ask me what. I
do we regain edge or we don't?
for 1 night's sleep. As long as you guys don't do anything before lunchtime Sunday, you will have the opportunity to regain edge if you are uninjured.
So
We are not gonna have
Wayfarer
that much time.
maybe wants to sleep.
Kat is going to push for going ASAP. Although, I don't know how we are going to get the... Because if we are going to impersonate the groundskeeper, that might not be possible.
I mean, we're not, but they are.
Okay, if you are going to use the groundskeeper to get in, you will need to wait for the following night because Venus has to find her at a pub and subdue her and stuff. So it's down to you guys. If you want to go in, if you want to physically sneak in and or go in loud, you can go now. If you want to wait and let Venus do her social chameleon trick, you'll have to wait to the following night.
Okay, Lycan would definitely vote for trying to sneak in, but only if people think they can pull it off. She don't know. She doesn't know how good people are at sneak.
Do you mean sneak in the way of sneaky or chameleon sneaky?
Sneaky. Like not waiting another day. Not if they know we're coming.
That has Kat's vote, too.
Wayfarer looks at them and says, "Nope, I'm not a sneaky person."
Okay, but can we do something to make him a sneaky person?
I should be able to help.
Yeah, points at Cat. You can make him invisible.
Well,
Well-
perfect then.
I have 3 dice for
Concealment.
sneaking.
Concealment.
Yeah, I can help, hopefully.
A Force 7 spirit with concealment power can conceal all of you for as long as it takes to break the concealment on one of you.
Are we doing
Or sun up.
Yeah, are we doing the powers are based on the channeler's magic or the spirit's magic?
While you are in control, special and mental attributes are yours. While the spirit is in control, mental and special attributes are the spirits. So it would be your magic would count as the magic / essence / force of the for critter powers.
Okay.
So just to let me get this straight. You all want to go sneaking in right now, with or without the firebombs?
Well, people can rest.
Apparently not. Cat is really pushing us.
Well, I mean, you can rest for hours until Banshee is
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
walking. It will take more than 4 hours.
No, I'm assuming he's driving. He's not
He
walking.
just went outside.
Banshee,
Yeah,
come back
he's-
in. You have no car.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
Banshee's walking at the moment. He's walking from King's Lynn to Windsor, Maidenhead.
So because 4 hours. Okay,
So
Why
that'll
did
probably
you say so?
take like 3 days.
I pick him up, drive him to his house, and we get the stupid firebombs.
What happened?
You
I'm-
walk
Well-
into.
Yeah, you decided to go and get the firebombs on foot.
Did I?
Yeah,
I didn't specify I was taking the bike. God damn it.
You- okay,
alright. you drive to the bike.
I know Banshee does like to carry and use and wear blatantly obvious illegal equipment in the street, but carrying firebombs of that size on your bike is incredibly dangerous. If you want to do so, I will not stop you.
Oh damn! No, definitely not.
Okay,
I-
so looks like we don't even have to wait for that.
No, I assume he's still in the building. I can drive him there, pick up the stupid firebombs.
Well,
Okay.
Farron is no longer the only person with a vehicle in the team anymore.
I do have a
Oi,
car.
Kant has a car.
Yeah, but the Jackrabbit is barely enough to fit both Banshee and Cat.
Well, it is a car.
But there's no way a bunch of firebombs and 2 people will fit in it.
Well, we can take my car.
And that would be
That would be a Honda something.
yeah, sure, why not?
It's a Spirit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a Honda Spirit.
Yeah, sure.
Hyundai Spirit, I think it was, or Honda Spirit is what you got.
Yes.
One of the small sort of Fiesta / Golf size cars that costs about 20 grand once you add all the appropriate illegal modifications to it.
It's better than the Jackrabbit.
That is true. So yeah, sure, why not?
Whoa.
Well, it has
Just
4
fired.
seats, so it's twice as good as Jackrabbit.
That's how you
Shots
measure how good a
fired.
car is, how many seats it's got.
You too, Iron. You too.
It's not our fault you bought a stupid Jackrabbit.
Considering when Cat bought his Jackrabbit, he was Bruce and it was just him. It makes sense.
Anyway, I'd say you stay here, have a talk with those guys about stuff happening. I will drive him there. If we're really doing this, no, I have something to do anyway that I want to do before we do this, and I can rest up a little in my own car, let the pilot drive.
Well, Lycan doesn't want to do anything before. She just wants to encourage people to rest if they need to rest.
And because Farron needs to rest, better for her to rest in the safe house, I'll go with Lycan.
You have nothing to say. You're not inside the room.
Wait, you said I was inside the house,
I
right?
said you're possibly still inside the house. It was an assumption from Farron.
Yeah, I'm still inside the house.
Yeah, so you go with me.
Okay, so
We're going to pick up those bombs.
okay.
And people are going to rest. And
Okay.
yeah.
Unless you get 24 hours, there's not going to be any recovery roll. You go and pick up the bombs, not a problem.
So
You have a
while-
smuggling compartment, so they're perfectly fine. It's a chemical sealed smuggling compartment as well, so no one can detect the traces of incendiaries.
It's perfect.
while Lycan and Banshee are going back to the safe house, Banshee asks Lycan, so Spetsnaz, huh?
She goes like, sorry, what? What are you assuming?
Oh, come on, it takes a soldier to know a soldier.
Well, yeah, I had some military training.
So, like, active service or just
Yeah, active service for a couple of years.
where?
Here and there.
Define here and there.
I don't really I don't think it's relevant just right now.
If you say so.
Well, the social graces.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
anyone
to-
doubts that,
to,
Lycan seems secretive about it. She doesn't really want to talk about it.
Didn't even
But maybe
notice.
it's just because maybe she just don't trust people. It's not really notable.
Yeah, two charisma, two former soldiers with like 1 point of social skills between them having a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
Best conversation ever.
Cat's
Yeah,
going to
there wasn't anywhere near as many expletives in that conversation as there would be in real life. But hey,
Cat's going to take advantage of these 4 hours and try to summon and channel a spirit of air. I say
Okay.
try because I got 1 hit. for
are
7.
you summoning right now?
Yes.
Channeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, you can only have 1 spirit at any one time unless they're bound.
Yeah, it's gonna poof. I'm doing this because
Exactly, the one
I
you-
don't remember what the other one was. I remember being summoning one, but I don't remember the force or the services or anything. So it's
Shouldn't have
very-
disappeared by now anyway.
Well, no. Oh yeah. Actually, it would have gone pop at sundown.
Okay.
So yeah. Summon another one up. That's the one that you inside you right now, which is summoned at sundown. Sundown. Yeah.
Okay. May have to summon again because this was only 1 hit.
For 7.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Yeah. You might want to try that again.
Why couldn't you roll like that in Red X Red?
that was the drain, by the way. Sorry. So at least I'm not accruing any drain. Okay, that's better. I tried again. This time I got 4 hits. Motherfucker.
What the hell?
This really reminds me of last time in Reddit Red.
Okay, I got 2 drains.
I am having a issue.
Cat's being like locked down in his room, and you every now and then you can hear like motherfucker. Let's try it once more.
Stay on this side, bad spirit.
Thank God.
You get for that on the 3rd attempt. You get 5 services and
I get 1 extra because of the tuxedo.
okay.
So Cat tried to summon the spirit, and first 2 times spirit was like, "Go away, mate. Fuck off."
Yeah.
I think the exact quote from the first spirit was "fuck right off," and the quote from the second spirit was "not bloody likely."
Leave me alone, you spastic.
Okay, I'm assuming after that, Cat has.
Yeah. It's only 2 drain, but yeah, I'm gonna nap it and I can buy the hits.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
But
yeah,
actually, no.
like,
Make a roll because if you critically glitch,
fuck off.
It's nice. It's really nice. If you critic glitch, I'm gonna laugh.
The spirit has the guard power. Yeah, I got the 2 hits.
you
Thank
got the
God.
2 hits you needed, and you didn't critically glitch.
No.
Kind of disappointing.
For something like that, I will probably happy with you buying hits, but I will still make you roll. I'll just ignore it unless it's a critical, because for healing, if it's a critical glitch, it doubles the time and adds boxes of damage. If it's a glitch, it doubles the time it takes.
Beautiful.
Interesting.
It's a
Random
thing.
question, because hopefully it won't, but it may come into play when a physical attribute is augmented. Do the related stats get augmented too? As in having 3 more body, does it give more physical boxes
Yes,
and overflow?
yes.
Okay. Asking for a friend.
However, I would warn you that upon entering or upon filling your physical condition monitor or your stun condition monitor, the spirit will leave you.
Yeah.
At which point you will lose those extra boxes. That could put you into overflow at that point, depending on how the situation goes.
Let's
It
not
hurts. I'm not getting paid for this.
let's just not contemplate that possibility.
Iron, a random thought.
Yes.
Cat had
Okay.
one encounter with technology when he tried to attach the wiretap in the storm drain.
Yeah, but that's in the past.
Yeah, and we know how that happened.
Yeah.
How that worked. That is.
Yeah, you got attacked by people with big guns. So.
So from this point moving forward, do not let the cat interact with technology.
Well, we don't know that in character.
Yeah, you don't know that in character. And in our character, the only effect of Gremlins, is it Gremlins 1 or 2?
2.
2, okay. So that means it takes 2 less ones to be a glitch, and I have to make you roll for stuff that most people would consider mundane and normal. So you may well burn toast a lot.
Google search critical glitch.
Well, it's more of a case of when he tries to turn on the shower, critical glitch.
Oops, cold water.
Oops, blood from the drain.
60-degree water gives you 30-degree burns over your entire body.
Damn.
Depends how tired it is when he wakes up, because I've done that. I broke my toe the other day. I was half. So, Lycan and Banshee
Yep.
have their riveting expletive-filled conversation for 4 hours, 4.5 hours or so. Actually, Lycan, if you adopt a typical British attitude towards speeding on motorways, feel free to make a pilot groundcraft roll.
Define typical British attitude.
Well, if you're not going 90 mile an hour, you're a danger.
Only
This is
90.
going to be interesting because I do not have pilot groundcraft, but I can default on it.
Ooh, if not only I was driving the car.
If only
What?
someone didn't have
What?
incendiary
I have
bombs.
6 reaction. Relax.
Yeah, but if you were driving the car, Farron Banshee would probably been dead or stabbed or something along
No one is
those
going
lines.
to die.
2 incendiary bombs.
Famous last words.
Yeah, crashing is specifically a thing you want to avoid when you're
Look at
carrying
this! I got-
explosives.
I got 2 hits. No one is
Crash-
going to die.
Okay,
Crashing is just an extreme
You-
way of parking.
no, it's very extreme. Okay, so you managed to easily get to Banshee's apartment, flat, and give me another roll on the way back.
Oh my god. Now you're just testing me.
Now with the bombs, right?
Look at that, 2 hits again.
Oh, thank
You
God.
won't get me this
Okay.
time.
You get back easily, however many of those explosives. Which ones did you bring back, actually, Banshee?
The firebomb.
Yeah, you had several firebombs of different sizes. Which ones did you bring? Or which
Wait.
one did you bring?
The 2 small ones. As I recall, we had because I wasn't there the whole run. We had that big military one and a couple of homemade small ones that we used only one of. So yeah, the small ones.
I don't think we used any of them.
Wait,
We
when
never
you
used
get
any.
Oh, so the small ones.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so it is about 4 a.m. when Lycan and Banshee return. I'm assuming everyone else is sort of dozing and just chillaxing.
Yeah, Farron is asleep.
Refer is asleep too.
Well, I could try and get a few hours sleep. I only.
Banshee's going to turn football on.
Okay. If you are going to go tonight, you probably need to basically go now. Otherwise, Cat is going to be hurting when his spirit leaves him.
Okay, I'm going to wake everyone up.
I would assume Cat would have done it as soon as he heard a car outside.
Yeah, Cat probably looks like he needs about a liter of coffee and a week of sleep.
Or he just needs to get hit with cold
Actually,
water.
can we bring coffee back to?
I mean, we could stop at the Copper Horse if we wanted to.
That's a good
You can-
idea.
You can easily stop at a Costa or a Soy Bucks on the way back.
Let's do
There are
that.
several service stations. Okay.
Perfect.
If you're bringing coffee for everyone, that's going to be 20 new.
Yep. Right.
Wait, a pint of soy calf was 8 new yen.
Well, I bought for.
Well, if you
Like
want
6 people.
pints, then it's going to be 45 new yen. But if you just want
Yeah.
standard cups, it won't be.
No, I
Sounds
mean in the
greedy.
Copper Horse, I bought it for 8 new yen. What's with the prices?
Yeah,
But it's a
if
bar.
it's a pub. You don't buy coffee in a pub.
That's a critical fail in ethic.
So you have all woken up, you drunk your coffee, and you are all ready to proceed, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. How is everyone equipped? What are you bringing with you?
Everything.
Everyone. The FNP 93 Predator, for starters, will be packed with 4 spare clips.
Of what?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Don't be pushy. 2 clips of regular armor and 2 clips of stick and shock because 50. I have a capacity of 50, so I can just take more. The Ares Predator also 5 clips for this, 2 regular armor, 2 and 3 stick and shock. Sadly, I don't have APDS. Then, so I don't forget it this time, I will pack the ballistic masks. So if I have to wear it, I have it with me this time. And for clothing, I have armor. I mean, we are sneaking in, and we're not trying to impersonate the guys, or are we still trying to do this?
No, you're.
Armor jacket or chameleon suit?
You're
I
cool,
say
but
both.
You may get shot at.
Hmm?
You may get shot at, so keep that in mind.
What do you mean may? He will be shot at.
Yeah.
And you're going to have concealment from a spirit.
Yeah, I'll do that once we are in position, but yeah.
No, only the armor jacket is kind of destroyed.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Yeah, except the big holes on the back. I'm just thinking about taking both.
You can wear the armor jacket over the chameleon suit if you want to. It's not-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Anything else? Do I have anything else that's of use? Obviously, slap patches in the medkit. No, I don't need to. Oh, 2 fragmentation grenades, 1 flashbang, and 1 smoke grenade.
Okay.
Right.
Lyran. Lycan.
Iron! That's someone else.
That is
Okay.
entirely someone else. It's another wolf.
Oh, wait a
Lycan,
sec.
What are you taking? Oh, go on.
I take 2 cans of glue sprayer with me. Not this time. I will block those gates.
So you're taking. How are you taking the? Sorry, you're taking glue.
Glue sprayer. It's chemicals.
Okay. Okay.
They're they're used to seal doors.
Okay. When you
what-
said glue, for some reason I thought you meant Ultra Glider Universal Lubricant because that's more hilarious.
Okay. So I'm going to bring my armor jacket, and also I'm going to bring my ballistic mask, and that's Secure Tech Lex kit, right?
I
That
was
would
just
give
thinking
me
you were basically going to bring everything except for your swanky posh armor.
yeah, I am going to bring everything except my swanky posh armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wayfarer.
Yep.
That's
Okay,
you.
So
You're bringing your cyber deck, I trust.
No, that
Wait a
can't be
second.
important.
Wait a second, we'll come to that. So I bring my Savalot Guardian Street Line Special, my Cold Cobra TZ120. I leave my Cold Government 2066. I guess it's in my hotel room currently hidden. I'm bringing my usuals and my Mortimer of London Argentum coat, armored.
Really? You're bringing a posh, swanky long coat to a gunfight?
Well, it's armored, and the thing is that my armored jacket kind of is shredded currently.
Okay.
I didn't
No
get
one's
repaired.
armor took any damage from the last encounter. You weren't hit with any acid damage. Therefore, it may look there, but in terms of its protective values, it is unchanged. It still works as it did before.
Nope,
It's
we're gonna
still
look posh. I'm bringing my legs kit, forearm guards, ballistic mask, and I will put them on in the car. And I'm taking my med supplies, the smaller ones, 2 rolls of duct tape, 2 slap patches, steam patches, a flashlight, an ultra glide lubricant, the entire liter.
Okay, no.
Why?
You're walking around with all of that in a bag with your cyber deck and a big liter bottle of glue, a lube.
Lubricant
Uh,
canister. It's a small canister.
it's a liter canister of lube.
Yeah, we might need that.
I don't disagree that you might, but carrying a liter canister of lube around is going to be difficult.
How difficult exactly?
Same difficult as it was the last time you tried to bring it. You cannot just carry around a liter of lubricant. You need to have something smaller and something you can use to deploy it with.
Can we just take a
Wait,
moment to appreciate how funny that phrase is?
Yeah.
And you can continue now.
All right, so can I get something to apply it,
Okay.
like a sprayer?
Yeah. I mean, we did cover this last time you mentioned the lube.
Unfortunately, I don't remember because that was like a month ago.
It was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. You've had enough downtime. If you want to carry a glue sprayer, you can, but that is the size of a rifle, and you have the skill to use it.
I don't think so. All right, then I leave the lubricant and I bring my 3 gas grenades, 2 with nausea gas and 1 with chloroform,
Okay.
and my pills. That's about it. And the deck. Yeah, and the comlink.
Okay. Banshee.
Oh yeah, Banshee is bringing his Ares Victory Globetrotter jacket and a ballistic mask for
Is
weapon.
what? Sorry.
Ares Victory Globetrotter armor jacket.
Armor jacket. Okay. So you're not wearing your full body armor.
No, because last time we talked about it's completely illegal to go around the city with that.
Yeah, you can get changed in the car once you're out in the car.
It's
Nah.
illegal, but we are.
You don't wear it to the car. You wear it once you get where you're going and you're out of the.
Then I'm going full body armor then.
Okay. full body armor with your Alpha, I'm assuming?
Yeah, with Alpha, with 2 mini flashbangs, 1 frag, and also Browning overpower. And the Alpha has 3 mags, 3 spare clips, 2 regular ammo, 1 explosive.
Okay. And Cat?
Okay. The Will Hunt armor with the ballistic mask ready. The form-fitting armor underneath. A couple of doses of Psyche. The Onotari Arms sniper rifle. All of my APDS ammo, which is 59, 30 rounds of regular ammo. My 2 bonded foci and the small axe. I'm not bringing the huge axe because it's huge and I haven't bounded it yet.
Okay.
Aaron, do I have to specify what ammo do I have?
It depends on how much ammo you guys are carrying. If you guys have got, 3 or 4 clips, not hugely worried. But if you're bringing excess amounts of ammunition, or in the case of Farron, she's not bringing APDS, that's something I need to know. But other than that,
Yeah, I
not
don't have
hugely
it.
worried.
That's the problem.
Well, I am
have
bringing-
6 mags total.
Yeah, that's for your various pistols.
4 mags for Savalet Guardian, 2 APDS, 2 stick and shock, 2 mags for Streetline Special, 1 APDS, 1 stick and shock.
Okay. And what about your Cobra?
I don't have ammo for that. I was hoping to find some.
Of course you were.
Come on, he's like a geek. He loves video games. He still thinks ammo is on the ground somewhere.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, it's appropriate as well for Wayfarer. Okay. So he hasn't managed to find any ammunition for his Colt, but he is bringing it with him in case he needs to find an ammo cache somewhere.
Well, yeah, why not?
No, you have to he has to run into a bunch of ammo and medkits and whatnot, and you will freak him out.
Wait,
Oh, don't worry. I'm planning on doing that at some point.
have any of other characters noticed the fact that the Cobra, that Wayfarer is bringing a Cobra without ammo?
Give me a perception test.
Let me just.
Everyone or just him?
Anyone who would care that Wayfarer is bringing a weapon with no ammunition?
Yeah.
Well, it has a
Yeah.
mag in it.
Exactly.
Spare clip.
At the point
exactly.
which we said that if they care,
Just a second. My
won't.
Discord is being retarded.
You can't say that on telly.
I don't know. Someone's already said spastic.
3 hits.
Okay.
1
no,
hit.
You. Neither of you can tell.
Plus,
Oh.
I have a long coat which has conceal. Wahahaha.
Yeah. None of the fact that there is a clip locked and loaded or locked. You can't tell unless you physically took the clip off. Unless you got a lot more hits than that.
Just
Okay.
imagine Wayfarer taking the clip out, checking that it's still unloaded, then put it back in.
Yeah, he probably did that. It's like, oh no, I didn't run over it and he reloaded.
If Wayfarer really believes that there's ammo lying around, you just have to check every box or every cupboard he walks by.
Yeah, much like playing The Division.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wayfarer
you
is
walk
more
past the file cabinet and it glows. It's like, oh, there's water in here.
Wayfarer loves RPGs too, so he will steal anything not bolted down that worth stealing.
Of course he is going to do that.
Okay, so he's going to be crowing up a God score while trying to hack the candy bars out of the vending machine.
That's a nice idea, actually.
It's appropriate for Wayfarer as well. Okay, so which vehicles are you guys taking? I'm going to Venus is loaded for whichever set of gears she would have in common.
Do we still have the contact for that guy we hired the vehicle from way back when
It would take too long to get a car now.
then
Well, he 2
You
hours.
have 3 vehicles as far as I'm aware, possibly 4 if you include the Jackrabbit. I can't remember if...
Yes, as long as we drive half a kilometer from, or no, a kilometer or 2 from the place, and we can run over there. Easy peasy.
the Bentley it is then.
What?
You just volunteer Farron's car.
If it's the best car, which car is the best car?
The Bentley, but it's the most expensive one.
Do we really have to use my car again?
I thought Farron is going to choke Banshee if he even mentions going on her car.
This is a bit too much in shock
Something
about the
happens.
statement of that he wanted to use her car.
So
Once she realized that he
Okay,
suggested.
I'm going to I'm going to assume that several of you, because there's too many of you for one car anyway, that you take 2 or 3 cars.
Or at
Don't
least
worry
we
about
have to
which
take 2.
ones. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about which ones exactly until they get shot.
Okay, but we can take my car. I don't mind.
I like her.
I can get right in the trunk second time.
Of course you do. There's no place
You-
for you in the seats. You're best
You-
protected in the trunk.
There's no need for a Wayfarer to ride in the trunk unless he specifically wants to ride in the trunk or boot.
Or
Um,
unless someone
okay.
forces him in the trunk.
Okay, so are you stopping at the same lay-by as before,
No,
or are you
that
going
sounds
somewhere else?
that sounds like a very bad idea. So let's not.
Well, not
Okay.
like lightning hits twice at the same spot.
Well, I will let the others decide because they are the only ones who've been there before. Lycan doesn't know the place
For now.
for now.
I'm looking forward to the moment Lycan realizes we are nowhere near competent enough to be warranted this kind of trust.
She's starting to realize, but
Oi!
it's mostly because you're so disorganized.
Okay, so you leave your vehicles in a lay-by on an A road near the facility. It will leave you with 3-kilometer walk across the countryside.
I'm gonna use one of my services to get all of us movement.
Before stuff happens, like, can the owners of the cars give other people permission to at least open the door
That's fair
Well, it
enough.
depends where the big medkit.
in the car?
Well, yeah.
In which I was likely. Not that I would give my medkit to Banshee.
So I assume we use now Lycan's car and Farron's? Or do
That
we-
would seem appropriate.
Or Venus's, because Venus is not here to.
No, that would be
Complain.
unfair.
Yeah.
Hey, Quarter, oh, you're back. Your car's destroyed. Oops.
Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah. Okay, so you have a 3-kilometer march across the wilderness, or the countryside, sorry, it's not wilderness, kinda, to the facility. You are going to be using movement power to speed that up.
Yep.
Anything
Also, I
else?
have the guard power on myself.
Angry, you get the access to the car, so I just assume you were driving with Farron because you like the car.
Yep. While we
Okay.
are moving, Wayfarer is humming and whistling something along the lines, "We are going for a picnic."
I'm going
And-
to kill you.
And Banshee's guy fight alone. Because of course he
Okay.
is.
Is anyone going to take drugs in preparation?
No.
Psyche!
You track it.
Winners
Just
winners
like
don't
the-
use drugs.
I'm gonna take one also.
I don't even have trucks.
Winners don't use drugs.
Come on, they look
Not
like,
officially.
like my medication.
Yeah, say that to Lance Armstrong.
Oh,
Okay, so while you're driving, the psyche takes effect for those taking it.
I would take it
Uh,
right before the compound if I can.
It takes 10 minutes to kick in, so you would have been, and it lasts for hours, so you're wise to take it while you're driving there.
Okay. And now, Iron, you asked specifically to tell you that you wear extra armor. So I put on my mask, arm guards, leg kit.
Okay, otherwise I'm assuming everyone that's got those puts them on at this point.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
I hold my breath in while I switch from my respirator to my ballistic mask because I do not want to have any penalty for my allergy. It's important.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming that Lycan is in full battle rattle for this.
Yes, full battle rattle.
Okay, awesome. You are using movement power and guard power. Are you using any other abilities, Kat?
Okay, guys, ready for sneak peek athon thingy magic? Basically, do you guys want the concealment power now? Also, Wayfarer, do you need extra help with sneaking?
Wayfarer looks at himself, jumps a couple of times, and you hear a sound like, someone is shaking a bag of coins. Yep, I need the help.
Okay.
He needs all the help he can get.
Okay. All right. So
Something in the back of Kat's mind is telling him he needs a stealth spell.
yeah, here's the. Okay, there used to be spirits watching over the place. I'm expecting there will be. If I put a spell on you, they will see it. So I'm gonna let you go without it. That sounds fair.
Whatever, it's like your cover, your plan.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna extend the concealment power over all of us.
Okay. I would like movement so the travel isn't going to be a problem. Are you guys going to stop before the boundary wall, or are you just going to go straight in?
I'd like to stop my
Well, it-
idea now.
well, it
Right through the wall.
Yeah, running straight through it.
This concealment, it will not make us make any sneaking tests.
Makes it harder to spot us, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, gives -7 to anyone trying to spot us.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's -7 to any perceptions to locate you or spot you.
okay, but it's still going to sneak, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, okay, right. Then I boost my agility.
that only lasts minutes or turns.
Oh, it's only last minutes, right? Totally forgot
So
about-
you want to do that in combat when you.
Yeah, that's right. But how long does it take to sneak in? Longer than a
Good
minute, I
question.
guess.
Multiple minutes.
Multiple minutes. Okay, I'm not gonna take that much strain from just boosting my agility again and again.
Then again, we're not the ones sneaking, so yeah, there's might be no need for that.
Oh, well, we have to sneak up to
Oh,
the combat.
benevolent GM, does my chameleon suit work underneath the armor jacket? So do I get a bonus dice?
I'm going to let you guess at what I'm going to say to them.
Don't take the piss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if
It was worth it.
concealment is a penalty for them and chameleon suit is dice for you,
Oh no,
Or
they
am I wrong?
work. It's just Farron is wearing an armor jacket over the.
Yeah,
But that grants armor only from the armor jacket, right?
it's still better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also-
However, if there are modifications on the chameleon suit, they would apply.
Okay.
My thought was that if I really need it, I just throw away the armor jacket and be harder to see.
I have a question before I do anything stupid. Does everyone has some form of gas mask?
Yes,
I think I only have a respirator.
Yeah, mine is just a respirator.
And how do respirators and gas masks interact with gas grenades?
Okay, gas masks make you immune to inhalation vector. Respirators provide their rating in dice to toxin resistance against inhalation vector. So I know Lycan has a rating 6 respirator. I'm pretty sure Cat does. They will get +6 on their appropriate rolls. However, those with gas masks will be immune, but the gas masks only last for an hour.
Good.
Unless you have additional tanks, at which point you are walking around with tanks.
Isn't obvious at all.
Well, they're not big tanks.
they are still tanks
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, they're still tanks.
So
So, yeah.
I'm ready.
So yeah, you need to make sure that you get your 3 hits, otherwise it could be in the tank.
So I guess we roll sneaking.
Yep, please.
Sneaky.
Please, no.
Sneaky sneak.
2 hits.
Damn it!
Please, no.
I'm supposed to be good at sneaking.
Those of you with electrochromatic armor,
Yes.
Yes.
if you take the time to apply an appropriate pattern to your armor, you will get a bonus of 1 dice.
Yay. I'll do
Yeah, and that pattern would be for this current situation.
Woodland likely.
It would be the appropriate pattern you download off of the matrix and apply. I don't worry about what pattern exactly it is. It's just an appropriate pattern.
Wayfarer blowing cover in
something
3,
that blends with the
2.
surrounding.
1.
4 hits.
Yeah,
That's-
I didn't
so-
glitch.
That's a sneaking test +1. Just
You're not a very sneaky one, are you?
no, it's my Discord's being retarded again. I can barely
this-
understand.
Is this us trying to sneak into the compound already?
Yep.
I was going to say I would like to try to find the spot between Watcher Spirits and drones, if there is still such a thing.
Okay. Perception test, please. Visual. If you have visual enhancement, it will apply, of course. What light modification?
Thermo. Yeah, thermo.
Just thermographic.
Yep.
What does thermo do exactly?
Allows you to see infrared.
Oh, I know
Everything is
that.
gray, but warm spots are white.
So if there is a thing that emits heat, should be able to see it.
Only Cat doing the perception.
If you all want to do perception tests, by all means, feel free. Or you can
I-
assist Cat.
I am
I would
also
like to assist Cat.
I am also
So
seeing
will
on
I.
the astral.
Okay, give me an astral perception test, please, Cat.
Yeah, I'm dual nature, so basically, just so you know.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just 2 separate perception tests because the dice pools.
Take my 4 hits.
Take my glitch.
It's fine.
It's not a critical glitch.
No, it's fine. You just won't get bonus dice from you, but there's enough dice from the rest of the party that it's not a problem.
Okay, how many did you guys give me?
Wait a
Okay.
second, I'm trying to find my
4 hits. from me.
bonuses.
Do I get any negatives, Iron?
You will do because you only have thermo.
Quick question: does Fancy Blocks not have the thing that other one has about dice pools modifier things?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Talking about the Chummer output.
Is someone a bit too lazy to open up his Chummer?
Then I will have to specifically look for those modifiers.
What have you got?
Vision enhancement and audio enhancement.
Just add the rating to your skill.
Just visual at this point.
2 hits.
Okay.
What,
For the
what are the
record,
negatives?
Thermo shifts light and visibility options up 1 row.
To the negative?
No, they reduce the penalties by
Okay.
one
Okay.
level. So you are going to be at a -3.
All right. So if I get
Someone's back.
+6 from the party and +1 because I have vision enhancement 1 in my mask, that's 23 -3. That's 20.
That's
Wow, that's
mildly disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay. Combining your astral perception and your physical perception, as assisted by the team, you are able to locate somewhere. If you spend, I'm assuming you're going to spend like 20-30 minutes looking at patrol patterns, at which point you can find somewhere that's going to be a bit tight considering the distance of the no man's land around the compound, but you can do it.
You can do it, Harry.
Yeah, you guys can get in. However, it'll be a run, so you will need to be fairly prompt. What's the lowest agility of you guys?
That would be Wayfarer.
4.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Venus, what is your agility?
It was 2, right?
I
It
don't
was-
want to say.
2.
It's a mighty 2.
Yeah, that doesn't really help with movement speeds unless you're doing a one-handed no man's land. Okay, yes. Venus and Wayfarer will need to run. Everyone else can just trot. You are at the edge of the no man's land under cover of concealment. Venus, you need to give me a perception, a sneaking test, please.
So if you want to know what's happening, basically Lycan and Cat pushed us to go now. So we only had 4 hours of rest and trying to sneak in now. Yeah.
Cat, if Wayfarer starts running, bad things are gonna happen.
And why is that?
3 dice.
No, that's the sprint. To run, it is just your agility times 4. So in your case, 16 meters per combat turn. You can run for a number of minutes equal to your body plus ranks in running skill times 10.
So I can run for body times 10, body plus running times 10, right?
Yep. So
For 40
body plus
minutes.
running is a number, times that by 10 minutes.
Body is
40
4,
minutes.
so 40 minutes.
Is it body -1 if you don't have ranks in running?
Nope. It's just your natural ability. The test would be strength -1 if you don't have the running.
Yeah.
But the duration is just body in Wayfarer's case. So you can run 40 minutes before you start taking fatigue tests, but you are going to have problems if you have to sprint any.
That is more
Yes.
than normal people can run.
Yes, I know.
They have
Right
time to
here to-
prepare.
It was voted down.
Because Cat and Lycan.
They were scared that they had time to prepare defensive, while now they are still on the edge, maybe not knowing what's going to happen next. Which can also be a liability because they could be already reinforced.
Well, out of character. To be honest,
Basically, go on.
I am pretty impressed that we are not currently on a minefield.
Don't jinx it.
We are already through that.
Don't jinx it before something happens.
It
Okay.
already happened.
You run across no man. You get to the. There are no mines because because I didn't think of that. The gun platforms, they do traverse, and there are drone patrols and watcher spirits and bound spirits and stuff. But you've managed to pick your way. The reasoning behind going now, as in the same night, is while they're on alert, they're undermanned. Whereas if you wait, they may be reinforced but not on alert.
Not again.
Again, the free key animation of face changing. Oh.
You
Yeah,
have a
basically-
respirator, right?
Basically, Venus went into the loo and came out a completely different person.
Well, that's creepy.
You could have seen her doing it in front of us.
Just
I almost puked.
Okay, Venus, what would you be carrying in this sort of situation? Gear, ammo, weapon, armor.
Oh, delete that message, kid.
Just a sec.
You can have it underneath.
Sorry, you're going into wearing high fashion armor.
And I have Argentum coat.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's just you've got Banshee stood there in full body armor, and you've got Lyran stood there in what is blatantly obvious.
Now you're calling me Lyran again.
Sorry, Lycan is stood there in blatantly obvious, military tactical combat gear,
We are in
and
different
then
groups.
you've got Wayfarer stood there in an Argentum, and Arena stood there in a Berwick dress. Is she wearing the heels? Yeah, no, it won't be big enough to put in a pocket. You can put it in a bag. Someone's got a rucksack or something.
I have a backpack.
Yeah, that one we left.
Okay, so don't worry, Banshee. We can sort that out. You've did I get a sneaking check from you, Venus?
Yeah.
Did you give me a sneaking check? Okay, fair enough. Right, you managed to get to the fence line. You can now walk around basically the foot of the wall to one of the gates, or you can try and scale the wall.
Oh, that's why you wanted us to have gymnastics.
I should have taken wall running.
Do not ever take a wall.
Why?
Because in Lycan's case, she'd have to find somewhere to stop every 4 meters.
Yep.
Yeah, wall.
It's ridiculous. And hope your GM doesn't see that as taking the piss.
Well, Wayfarer is not even gonna. What height is wall?
It's about a 5 meter wall.
Not
I
gonna
will.
happen.
I will. Considering the perception test and stuff you've made, I will let you know that it is top with monowire.
Yep.
It is. Yes.
So our options were either going over the wall
Or try and sneak in through one of the gates.
The keyword is try.
I'm kind of tempted to climb over the wall, but I don't know
Okay,
if everyone
people-
else can come back, can get over it.
You guys are at the foot of the wall. What are you going to do?
Jump over it.
You're gonna
Can
jump
we
over
help
Not
each other?
jumping over it, climbing over it.
Well, climbing.
No, it's all right. No, it's fine. Banshee, make a athletics test, please.
God damn it. Me and my stupid
it's-
mouth.
That'll be gymnastics plus agility.
People are watching Banshee doing jumping jacks.
While he's doing that, Farron looks at Lycan. I assume you're good at climbing?
Just a
Oh,
moment.
that's racist.
I will tell you if Lycan is actually good at climbing.
6 hits.
I can do some climbing, yeah.
Okay. You managed to jump about 3 meters off the floor. You realize that you've made it about 2/3 the way up, and then you fall back down.
I left my finger and I go, I look stupid, don't I?
Yeah, so
Well-
anyway, what I was going on about, how about we try to climb over it?
Yeah, did everyone bring climbing gear?
No.
No.
Why
Wayfarer
did you not
silent.
bring climbing gear?
Do you have?
Well, why don't we stick with the plan then?
Because you
Oh, well, I
and
didn't
cat.
say.
I
Okay,
forgot the
okay.
climbing gear.
But there are sure other ways to sneak in than climbing over the wall.
Do you have a
Does
rope?
the wall look
in
like you
your-
can climb it without climbing gear? Or is it smooth and annoying?
Well,
I
I do have climbing gear.
Does that include
It is
rope?
kind of smooth.
With monowire on top.
Yeah.
I can cut through the wire. Just have to get up there.
Monowire is second best thing since duct tape. It's everywhere.
Even in your shoelaces.
Well, the climbing gear here, is it the sort of thing that only one person can use, or can you like climb up and then throw a rope
Okay,
down to get
climbing-
everyone else up?
Climbing gear is basically harnesses and the appropriate metal widgets to connect to ropes.
Okay.
Rope included.
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because it's a thing. You have to pay for it per length.
Wait a second. Wayfarer, you're big. Can't you just lift me up? I cut open the
Oh no, it does have rope. It's just standard rope.
uh,
Well,
barbed wire,
I'm-
and then we track the other guys over it.
well, it's 5 meters wall. I am 195. Sure, I can try and lift you up, but we're still 2 meters short.
I would like to use the special sense I cast. I got 4 hits to look for hopefully a good place for crossing this place.
That's a good idea. So, matrix perception.
Is there any place with a wall down or anything like that? Any weak points in this place?
I'd like whoever has the lowest edge to make an edge.
I think that might be me now.
Who has the lowest edge?
Human
I have one.
privilege.
I have 2. Okay, so I'm not the lowest.
Cat's the lowest.
Look at that. That's one hit.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
you're so
Um,
lucky.
Yeah. With your spatial sense, you actually find that there's a section of the wall that it's different to the rest of it. You remember from the range of your spatial sense and everything else, it's almost as if it's been pre-weakened for an emergency evacuation.
Okay, I will tell them. I guess
So-
at this point over DNI. Okay, follow me, guys.
Yeah, you'll denied.
I think we may have a way in, and we fast travel.
Okay.
4 hits on my matrix perception.
Well, I was hoping to use that to get in.
That will
Well, I
certainly
mean-
ruin the sneaking part.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, Wayfarer, what were you looking for?
Matrix perception, devices, sensors in nearby vicinity, 100 meters
Okay.
radius.
You see that there are sensors on the walls, equidistant in between the weapon turrets. However, there are no sensors. There are sensors in the walls and there are sensors on the wall, but there are no sensors in the ground. With that many hits, I will tell you that that you are very you are pretty confident that there are no seismic sensors in this area.
So sensors on the wall and in the wall, how can I understand their purpose?
Okay, the ones in the wall are probably motion sensors, and the ones on the wall are going to be traditional cameras. Both.
Good news, everyone. There are seismic sensors and cameras. Oh, motion
No
sensors
seismic
and cameras. Yes.
Motion sensors in the wall. So if you try to climb it, you would probably trigger them. However,
Yes.
walking around the wall like you are not at risk of triggering them, so long as
Except
someone
cameras.
doesn't fall. Well, no, because you're too low. You're too close to the wall.
Are they connected to the host?
Not that you can see. No. They're not connected to. They're not slave to the host. Actually,
Yeah, I guess I can try and blind it, but what for do we need that? I don't want to climb over the wall. Look
Well,
at
then
me.
we need
Let's see what's.
an
Let's see
alternative
what's
plan.
weekend. Let's see what's in this weekend place before. So let's move over there and see what's there.
Okay. You get to a section of the wall, and basically the wall has been one big wall, as far as you can tell. Fairly smooth, sensors embedded in it, a decent height, so that if anyone tries to climb the wall or if anyone tries to blow the wall up, they would know. However, this weakened section that Kat has just identified with the spatial sense, now that he's close enough to really get a good look with that spell, there is a section of the wall where it looks like they basically pre-cut a section out of the wall, and so it's like a separate wall just for like a 5 meter span. So there are seams in the wall here.
Is there a sensor embedded in it too?
No, there's no sensor embedded in it, and in fact, for this 5 meter section, there is no sensor in it and no sensor on it. You would be in range of the nearby camera systems, but you're fairly confident between the group of you that you could climb over here and you wouldn't be noticed so long as you don't do something catastrophic.
Nice.
Okay.
So let's
Perfect,
try not
sounds like
to do
Wayfarer.
something catastrophic. Yep,
Okay.
that's the plan.
Does anybody need to become invisible in order to do this?
There is no monowire on this little 5 meter span of.
Are we sure about that?
Narf.
Okay, but who's the best climber?
How many ranks do you have in gymnastics?
Me?
Yeah.
1.
I have 2.
Okay, so you're the best.
7.
It's climbing is
No.
strength, yeah.
Oh, climb. So.
Okay.
My
Baron,
arm strength, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mostly. What's your normal strength? And your arms are
9.
okay. I'm going to give you a 7 for this then.
Okay, but you are the best at climbing, so you should definitely climb up.
I am at
So I have 7 with my gymnastics then.
I'm at 6 strength, and my gymnastic, if it's in the athletics group, is 4.
Oh, well then Cat is easily the best at climbing.
Then
I just don't want
concealment
to.
would fall, right?
No,
No,
But I just-
concealment fails once one of you gets.
just don't want to have to take off all my armor and my gear.
Okay.
How tall I am? 1 meter and 75.
Well, I can just stand there and let Cat climb over me.
Yeah, you give him a boost. Okay. This is a flat surface. Sorry, a sheer surface. No, it is a flat surface. Yeah. So it's a flat surface, and you are unassisted climbing up. So it would be 1 meter for every 2 hits. It is strength plus gymnastics, which is in the athletics skill group.
But my
with
balance
a-
augmenter applies, right?
Your balance augmenter would give you a +2.
Yeah.
However, the surface is a -3.
Okay.
So, what's your strength, Lycan?
You got it right this time. My strength is 4.
Okay, and you have 1 rank, so that would be a 4. Farron? Yeah, Cat is probably best at this. He'd have a balance augmenter, so it would be strength +1, I think, for you, because you've got 4 ranks in athletics.
Yeah, my base dice pool is 10 for this.
Okay. No, assisted climbing is using ropes and crampons, which the rest of you will do. The first person will be unassisted. However, I will reduce the distance that you have to climb for the boost. So, Cat, you will need 6 hits
Okay.
on a -3 penalty to your dice.
Well, can you use edge?
He could use
Yeah.
1 point of edge on this.
Mentioning in advance that if Cat falls, Wayfarer walks a bit to the
Look at
side.
those 0 hits. No glitch
Okay.
though.
You got
Yeah.
0 hits.
Cat basically climbs up, and then he loses his traction and falls.
Right, Theo.
Oh, it's
That's
it's a
why I
fair
said
amount.
Farron,
Hmm?
Farron, do you have a balance augmenter?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you have 1 rank.
I have 2 ranks and natural athlete.
Natural athlete doesn't apply to climbing, does it? That's running and swimming, I thought.
It applies at least to gymnastics.
Does it apply to running and gymnastics? Okay, in that case it applies. Okay, so you will count as strength 7 plus your
It would be
2
11.
ranks. Yeah, 11 minus 3. So you'll be rolling 8 dice.
And you have to have 6 hits.
Wayfarer
Well,
looks at
It's 2 hits per meter, and each test is a combat.
Okay.
Sorry, complex action.
1 hit.
Okay, you are on the wall. Go for it again. Same dice pool.
Same.
Yeah, it's not an extended test.
Go,
4 hits.
Farron.
Okay, you are now 4 meters up. Make another test.
2 hits.
Okay, you are at the top of the wall. It takes you basically 4 seconds.
Yay!
I did it.
Okay, you can try and attach. Well, you've got crampons and such in Lycan's climbing gear and rope. So if you wanted to, you could affix it. Give me a agility plus gymnastics test this time, please. It will be your hands.
Let me just.
No penalties, just straight up.
Yeah, I just have to figure out if. What was my agility with my hands again? I think was 10. Yeah, 14. 5 hits.
Okay, you have secured a single rope to this wall. So the others can make assisted climbing rolls.
And
which
when
is a
they're
lot easier.
assisted, what does that mean?
It's the movement rate's easier,
Okay.
and you also get a +2 to the dice pool.
And no -3 anymore.
No, the -3 still applies because it's still a
Oh.
flat surface.
Okay.
Technically, Farron update, I could help them if they're close enough for me to reach them, right?
No, it's not really a thick enough wall for you to really balance lean down and grab something.
Oh, okay.
Wayfarer can give everyone a boost if they want, because the real circus starts when he tries to climb that fucking rope.
Oh god.
He climbs up, is too heavy, and just smashes the wall.
Okay, Cat, you've made it 2 meters in a single action, so roll again.
It's a net -1, right?
Nope, it is not an extended test.
I mean, the test is -3 plus 2, so net -1.
Oh, for you, yeah.
You can do it.
Okay, Cat again. Lycan, that looks like a small dice pool. Strength plus gymnastics +4 in
Is it +4?
-3. Yeah, +4 minus
+4 -3. Okay, so it's a bit more than that.
Yeah, Cat's got to finish off his roll first. Though. Yeah, it's a 5-meter wall.
May I
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
the
he did.
cat-
Yeah, okay, fine. Cat, you're at the top.
May I
Okay,
shoot the
I'm at
cat
the
in
top.
the leg and
I
ask how much
scream.
physical damage he has?
Okay. I imagine that you do not want Venus and Wayfarer to be last, so I'm imagining Lycan will be last.
Lycan is last. Okay, I'm waiting.
Strength plus gymnastics. If you have a balance augmenter, that gives you +2. Do you have any qualities related to it? It's not going to help you. They won't. They will allow you to reduce your fun bags to the point where they're not a penalty. Yeah, you've only got one arm though, haven't you?
Meaty.
Okay, what's your right? Okay, so 4, 6 plus 6 is 12 divided by 4. So your strength 3 for this test. Yep, and then minus 3.
I just remembered, Iron. Farron's tail, would that have helped her balancing? Because
Yes, it would have done.
okay, remembering for next time.
I can pull you up. You can be the last one then.
Yeah. Between the other three, yes, Venus can be pulled up. Wayfarer, what's your dice pool?
I'm defaulting on gymnastics, so 3 minus 3 and plus 2.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Wayfarer
dice.
has a dice pool of 2. Venus has a dice pool of 1.
Well, can we pull both of them up?
At the same time?
No, separately.
Yes, kind of. It's a very thin wall. I mean, basically, there's only one of you at the top there. However, you could basically just pull the rope all the way over the wall if you want to risk. Okay.
Or
Well, it's going to be a bit of a challenge at the top, but you can do it.
we can't assist them with leadership and stuff, can
Do you have leadership?
Venus can assist me.
I think I used to have
You used to have leadership.
Well, Venus can assist me, and then we pull the Venus up.
Okay. You can default on leadership.
I'm not defaulting on leadership. That would give me 1 die. As it's charisma based, right?
Question
It
to
is.
Iron as a GM. Do they value funny videos on Prime Daily Heaven?
Wow, you have like a
Okay.
huge dice pool for leadership.
And he has no ranks in the skills, so leadership does bugger all. Well, it gives him 1 dice.
So do I have to try it?
So someone with ranks.
It would make sense if you did, because you have a slightly higher. When you now have a dice pool of 3. Okay,
Yes.
You've made it up 1 meter. Go on then.
Go for it.
Keep going. 3 again.
I swear to God, we are competent criminals.
I'll catch you if you fall.
Fall.
All right.
Okay. No,
I'll take
no,
that.
that's not a glitch. That's just a failure. And again.
Another one.
Okay, so you've made it to the top, assuming Lycan gave you a boost.
Like I did.
That's funny. A middle finger pops over the wall.
Okay, so who's next? Okay, and I'm supposed to climb up first and then pull you up, or
Depends if I'm still on top.
Yeah, Farron would still be on top with her tail and her natural athleticism. She can manage to stay on top without risking falling off too badly.
okay, so can we assist Venus climbing up,
You
both by
can.
pushing and pulling?
You can. I would like both of you to make a body plus strength check, please. Farron, you will be at -2, but it is your arms, Farron.
2 hits.
1 hit.
Okay. Between the rope and the 2 of you and the boost and everything else, Venus gets to the top.
Venus flies over the wall.
Oh no!
And
I mean, that took like 15 or 20 seconds. It took 4 or 5 times longer than everyone else. Yeah, that took a long time, but you managed to get it done. Okay.
Don't worry, I have you.
Okay, liking
I
goes
would
up.
hang on. I need Cat, Wayfarer, and Venus did climbing rope.
Me?
Yep, to get down.
Same
So
day.
Assisted, you're fine. We'll reduce that to a -1. Okay, Cat, you're fine. You don't die on the wall. So does Venus is fine? Wayfarer?
I'm still figuring out my dice pool. So it's +2 -1,
Yep.
and I'm not getting leadership anymore. 1 hit.
No, but okay, that's fine. You only need 1 hit to knock. Well, you just needed to not critically glitch, basically. Okay, so everyone else is. Lycan, please make your climbing test.
Woo! 5 hits. That's quite impressive.
Okay, it takes. Yep, basically it takes you all of about 1.6 seconds to make it up the 5 meters.
Well, I got to see how everyone else did first.
She
So.
took confidence from seeing a wolf tail.
Yeah, probably. Okay, Farron and Lycan now have a choice. You can either climb down the rope, or actually, this is a better question. Are you guys leaving the rope in place so that you can get back out over this wall?
Well,
It's a bit obvious if somebody or a drone passes by and sees the ropes and so, oh, somebody has been in here.
Does anybody have a grenade to blow this place up?
I have grenades with me.
And she
Okay.
has. It's even more obvious that if we try to escape in this fashion, we're going to get shot All of us.
But we can't like try to roll it up and hide it a bit so that we can easily throw it out again. Something like that. No?
We can place a new rope. We can blow the hole open. Or in extreme cases, I can at least try to punch as long as it needs to make a hole. And possibly
Iron,
arms.
how visible is this rope?
Okay.
Brown
the rope
and white.
itself on the top, yeah. I mean, it's kind of visible. If you were to leave a rope on both sides to assist climbing back up on the way out, it's entirely possible that it will get spotted. The one on the outside, not so much, depending on how good the drones are.
Please don't.
Yeah, okay.
We'll take it away. We'll risk it.
Okay, fair
If
enough.
you make a distraction anyway while we're doing the sneaky into the host and blow up the wall, it's just looks like it's supposed to happen that way. They may think, oh, it's because of this distraction they left through this.
Between all of you, it took about 3 minutes to get up and down.
It's
Just a question. Did Banshee leave for good? He's not coming back?
He may come back. It's unlikely.
Okay.
So yeah, Banshee made it up and across.
Okay.
So Banshee is with you in the compound.
Good to know.
with
So
15
if
dice.
you- if you are taking the rope, whoever is last will have to jump down or climb unassisted.
Looks at
I
Lycan.
will take. I'll go last.
Well, you're the best climber, so
Yeah.
it has to be you.
So gymnastic rolls again.
Okay.
Well, I have to make one to get down first, right?
Yep.
I have to
2
remove
hits.
the rope and then jump down or climb down without assistance.
Okay. Lycan and Farron are both fairly confident that you could jump that easily. It's a 5 meter drop. You both are pretty sure-footed and steady on your feet.
Yeah.
So if you want to take the rope and jump, it's not going to be a massive issue. Just don't critically glitch the agility plus gymnastics roll.
Okay. I guess this time without my arms. That's not leadership. That's mocking. Anyway, I run with or without arms.
Without arms.
Okay.
Arms don't generally. Well, I mean, they kind of help.
6 hits.
Take off your arms and jump down.
Land on your arms.
Okay,
6
you won't have gotten all 6 of those hits from Venus. Remember, leadership counts as a teamwork,
12.
so you only get up to the
Still
range.
5 hits.
Okay, fine. You managed to make down easily, Lycan. Did you
Yes,
climb
Lycan.
down or jump?
Well, I climbed down before.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my 2 hits you see up there.
Okay, fair enough. You are all down, and the rope is now coiled up and back in
Be right back.
Lycan.
Nice.
Okay.
Just by the way, remember that I saw Cat casting combat sense. Remember, I do also have combat sense. So in case of surprise,
Yep,
I get perception.
In case of surprise, you get a perception test to avoid the need for a surprise test, and you both do. And also, you both get additional dice for ranged and melee defense.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Just so you remember.
Oh, don't worry, I remember. Combat sense, I'm envious of. It's one of those ones. It's like, yeah, can someone quicken a combat sense on me? Oh, wait, I'm not. It's not. Okay, Farron is back. You are now at the foot of the wall on the inside of the compound. Before you is a 60 to 85 meter, depending on which angle you take, expanse of grounds. There are tree beds. There's sort of nice benches. A couple of trees. Not much cover. Not much that's going to help you to sneak across, but it's a very nice environment to have to just enjoy some rays while you're having your lunch 15 minutes.
Looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, that groundskeeper that Venus was hitting up before, she and her team do quite good work. Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming some more stealth checks are in order? Sneaking checks?
Sneak.
Yeah, that's what Wayfarer said.
Sneaky.
What did Wayfarer said? He said a lot of
I have
things.
sneaked with 4 hits. Looks far better than the last sneaking roll I had made. It's in perception.
It takes dice away from their perception.
1 hit and glitch.
Also,
glitch.
Okay.
as I have the chameleon suit, it has thermal damping rating 3.
I
Yeah,
hate
same
it when
thing.
people glitch into.
Okay.
I have 3 dice. What do you want from
It's
me?
The $1 million question. Kat, you said you were using the guard power.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
I said
you
on myself.
or- Okay.
Also, Iron.
Well, Venus has
What's
zero.
Venus's dice pool?
0 hits.
How would you get a dice pool of 7? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Aaron, I have a question.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
I have a question. Can I passively scan surroundings for like stuff, matrix perception? I forgot my
You
words.
certainly can. Are you doing it in VR or AR?
In AR.
Okay. Give me a matrix perception test.
I
Right.
hear birds.
Those
Yes,
are irons.
they're in my garden.
They always are.
How cute.
Okay. So, Wayfarer, give me. Actually, no, you're giving me a perception test, aren't you? Yeah. So, on your perception test in the Matrix, you find that there are several icons. The trees and some of the larger shrubbery have sensors in them. Someone's been listening to Monty Python.
How not to be seen.
However, while you are looking around in AI, you take your mind off the ball in the pure meat world just a little bit, and you need to make a damage resistance.
With everything?
No, body only.
Body only plus lacing, right?
Yes, the lacing rating is applied to your body, not the armor band. So it's basically a damage resistance test at minus 30.
0 hits.
So
Okay.
we can't
so
see this, right?
Oh no, you can. Yeah. While he's walking along, he's looking. You guys are all being really sneaky beaky, looking about, and being tentative and cautious, and looking as if you actually know what you're doing. And as Wayfarer is sort of bimbling along, paying more attention to AR as his foot gets caught on a root and he falls down and twists his ankle.
Oh my god.
You
That's
will
kinda
be
hilarious.
at a -1 to all movement tests and rate 1 meter per combat turn to your movement. And -1
I
dice
medkit?
points of movement-related tests.
Can I medkit?
You can, yeah, if you want to wait here for 2 hours while you ice it.
Ow, 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 ow. It hurts.
If you want to stay in the middle of the garden of a secure facility that have already tried to kill you for 5 to 10 minutes while you take your boot off and strap it up and put your boot back on, it's entirely up to you. It would need to have it would need to be like a pain tolerance of some
Can I
kind.
heal it?
I'm under other drug.
Can I
ask
heal
the
it with
question.
heal power?
The heal spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to.
You twisted your ankle. Have some coke.
I support that idea.
I know it makes sense. It's just really funny.
Wayfarer starts silently laughing and then gives out the phrase, "Well, fuck you to nature."
I'm gonna do a force 1 heal spell with what kind of hits would I need to solve this?
What kind of hit? Let's see.
Like, are we looking at
Do
a
you
threshold?
You have to burn edge.
You are. Do you have? Well, it may do because of your essence. Do you have any ranks in first aid and/or medicine?
I don't think so, but I'm looking at him in the astral. I can buy 4 hits on perception, on assessing.
Oh, you know exactly what the problem is. However, because it's not actually caused damage, it's just sort of a sprain. You would need to modulate the mana in such a way as to actually have effect on him because he's not physically injured. I'm going to call this a threshold 3.
Okay,
And
I'll use
don't-
3 reagent.
And don't forget, he has low essence. Wayfarer, what is your current essence?
My current essence is 0.35.
That would be a -5 dice pool penalty.
Well, I'm using 3 reagents and casting it at force 1. There you go.
Okay.
It's a
Wayfarer?
combination of, like, I smack him on the back of the head. Be careful!
Okay. Well, you sort of smack him on the back of the head and have to caress the back of his head for a complex action. But yeah, it works. So Wayfarer.
So
give me a
where
composure test.
Wayfarer is all right again.
Wayfarer needs to make a composure or judge intentions. Judge
On
intentions.
whom?
Actually, no, you don't need to. It's Cat. You know he's slapping you around the back of the head. Okay, so Wayfarer is okay, and he also spots the cameras and such sensors. However,
Wayfarer relays the information to others.
yeah, I'm assuming you're tagging them and they can see them on the network. You manage to collectively plot a course which will minimize your exposure, and eventually, after having to heal Wayfarer in the middle of the internal no man's land, you get to the building in front of you.
Can
Cat,
I-
give me a edge test, please.
Why me?
Unfortunately,
Cat,
there's no
be
skill
more
involved,
lucky.
so no.
Can't be luckier. No, not like that.
Okay, you are in exactly the no. You are around the far side of building 1 from building 3.
Okay.
Can I
Right.
continue scanning for devices like in passive mode?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to be doing that. Yeah, 1 second.
Not to be a party pooper, but keep in mind the hour.
Yep. No, I'll actually I'll do that for next week.
All right.
Suffice it to say, you are probably about 400 meters away from building 3, and you have another nomad to get to building the central. So this is probably a good point to actually pause. And we will resume next week.
Yeah.
Unless that's okay. No, we can do that now. Actually, that won't take long to resolve. It's fairly easy to find a door. I would like Wayfarer to give me a hardware plus logic. Well, I think Kat, you still have your spatial sense.
I let it go, but I can cast it, no problem.
Okay. I mean,
Two
you've got a
hits.
layout of these walls anyway. Big from when you were here before, because it's the outside of building 1. In fact, you've got all of building 1. You just don't know where the people are. 2 hits. Yeah, you've managed to bypass the security on a door. If you want to try and unlock the door, okay. Feel free to get naked in the middle of a facility. Okay, I'm going to say it takes you 4.
Wayfarer is
Thank you.
being a nice guy. He turns his back to Linus.
5 combat turns.
Are you doing that in the middle of everything?
Yeah,
It's not about
Cat's
us.
Cat's used to getting naked in the middle of pubs and things.
It's his hobby.
It's not a hobby.
It is his
It's
hobby.
a professional
No,
thing.
it's a hobby you've turned into a job. Okay.
I mean, I could cover her with the armor jacket. So
Yeah.
more or less. Yeah, that might be a better idea. It's bigger and doesn't have holes.
Okay. Wayfarer needs to make a lock
Excuse me.
picking. You need to pick the lock.
And by the way, it may have been talking to herself, but in a quiet way. But she may have said that Connie still looks better.
Okay. Fair enough.
The problem is that lockpicking is which skill?
Lock picking. Locksmithing. Nah. Well.
The thing
You
is
can
that
try
you can default on locksmith,
Yeah.
and locksmith is agility anyway.
Yeah, you can default. Okay. Does anyone else have lock picking or high manual
No.
dexterity?
I managed.
It's a mechanical lock.
What attribute would you have to default on?
Dex. Oh wait, you can
Agility.
dex on it. Or you can't default on it.
Oh, you can't
You
default.
can't.
You mean the
Okay.
locksmith skill, right?
Yes.
That can't be defaulted.
Okay. In that case, you have 2 members of the party with cyber implant weapons.
And why did I do hardware check?
To disable the security on the lock, on the door.
What do you want to get in the other building? I missed
Well,
that part.
punch the crap out of this door then. All right.
The problem
all
is,
Punch
Venice,
the
the problem
crap
is
out
that
of it silently.
one of the teams has to be seen in order to make the fast. The other team mustn't be seen in order to, not give up the fact that we're getting into the place.
Iron.
Yes, Wayfarer.
I have security procedures, and does it cover anything about locks?
It covers when and where to use them.
I mean, will the old knife trick work on this lock?
Well,
Yeah. You push the knife in the slit, and the locking bar is triangular shaped, so you just push it aside and open the door. So it's properly locked.
It's a lock, yeah. It's designed to not be easily overcome.
So
so
was
what
the
if we just destroyed it?
Yeah. So what, you said that we have 2 people with cyber implanted weapons. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Farron, your arms are how strong?
9.
Okay.
So this.
Farron, you
Yes.
get to destroy the lock.
Yes.
Yes, she can. With her strength and the armor piercingness of her spurs, she will be able to essentially saw the lock out of the door.
Can I just buy the hits? I mean, 12p, and I have 18 dice.
Yes and no. I will
Okay.
let you buy the hit, but I still want you to make the roll to see if you glitch or quick.
Okay.
Can you not saw out the lock, but just cut the locking bars?
No, because you can't get to them. It's a deadbolt. It's a deadbolt into the door frames. Okay.
6
Baron,
hits, so
you
it's not
have
a group bite.
Yep, not a problem.
take
You
two
have managed to stealthily, basically, you extend your spur and you gently but forcefully force it through the material of the door. Thankfully, it's not a particularly thick door. There's a big wall and no man's land and all sorts of gun turrets and stuff, so they haven't really worried about having armored doors on these buildings. And you manage to basically cut the door and handle off. It's going to be blatantly obvious that you've done it, but after the fact, that's going to work in your favor. That would be Banshee in his full body armor.
Please.
None.
Well, fair, I guess.
Well, you are in Berwick dress and I'm in Argentum coat, so
Maybe with.
Yeah, and you need him to actually, do the thing in the server. I know, but you have to go to the server. Without in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't seem like a very. Is there a good place here to wait and hide, Iron?
Give me a stealth check, but yes.
Everyone?
Everyone that is waiting outside and hiding, give me a sneaking check with a +3.
I was technically thinking that Farron looks like someone who could work for a corporation, given the right clothing, but that's the problem here.
Yeah, you're not wearing
6
the
hits.
right clothing. I have
No.
6 hits as well.
Chameleon doesn't really look like someone who should work as security. I have 6 hits.
Okay.
I've got two.
Lycan, don't forget your +1 to sneaking.
Oh, my +1 to sneaking. Right.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it is 6 hits still.
Okay. You're all fairly well hidden. You're still under concealment anyway, so it's not a massive issue. Venus or Wayfarer, give me whichever of you's got the lowest edge. You mean edge.
The
I
wolf
have edge
girl
of 5.
NPC.
More edge.
That's edge.
You
Wait
have
a second.
7 edge.
Human
Oh,
privilege.
yeah, wait. Yeah,
No,
human.
that's
I
not
have
normal.
5.
Right.
3 hits. How can
Okay.
7 again?
It takes you about 4 minutes, but you manage to find a storage cupboard with what look like maintenance coveralls in them. They are a kind of a bluey grey colour with name badges on them and baseball caps.
Wayfarer takes 1, 2.
Yes, building maintenance and cleaning and that sort of stuff. It's basically the same overalls that the groundskeepers wear, except it's a blue-grey colour as opposed to a brown colour.
Are there any keys or something they have to access the doors, right?
Okay, give me a test, Wayfarer. If you get 6,
If what? If what?
if you get 6 hits out of 5 dice, you find some.
The edge test?
I don't
What?
think that is possible.
Yep, no, you don't find any keys. You do find there are tool belts with the overalls, tool belts and overalls,
Tool belts
baseball
with
caps.
what?
Tools.
Yeah, that's really descriptive. Iron.
Oh, wait. the
Okay,
real
well
question-
there's a wrench and a little sort of manipulator thing for unclogging sinks, and there's a screwdriver, and there's a small hammer and a toothbrush.
Wayfarer takes 1 definitely and packs into his backpack.
But does he find any ammo lying around? That's a real big question.
That's Wayfarer
This is a
looks
good
at it.
point. Wayfarer, give me a perception test.
Well,
Oh, you
Yeah, but-
weren't here.
Now, he doesn't actually just realize he is so into his computer games, he's expecting to just find SMG ammo lying on the floor for him to pick up and automatically load into his weapon.
As one does.
Well, as Wayfarer does, no one else.
2 hits.
No, you don't find any ammo.
Oh,
what a surprise.
It would be. That's why I had a perception test.
And where's
Okay.
the same typewriter?
Well, if he uses a special mod on his matrix perception, maybe he can see like sparkly dots over the places where they loot, like in a video game. No?
Yeah, like
No?
in a video game, but unfortunately, he failed his perception test. And he couldn't find any.
what do you mean failed?
Okay, anything else before we break for the week? You
The
haven't
terminals?
managed to locate. You haven't managed to locate a room with terminals. It's a store covered with some lockers. Okay, I'm going to let you guys basically all go out and we'll call it there. So you guys are
Can
outside
I-
building 1.
Can I
Yeah,
get
go
a
on.
word? It will be not in Wayfarer style, but just for fun. He will check the name tags. So the amount of name tags with genders appropriately matches other people in team.
Okay,
And he gets a complete of uniform and hides it in his backpack.
okay. Wayfarer is Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They all look like either. There's no. They're surnames. They're not first names.
Oh, gonna sell
Yeah.
the uniform on eBay.
Hello.
We
Sounds
are
like a
the
good plan.
sneaky team.
Yeah, the actual people with sneaking skills are going to sneak around to building 3, I guess.
The thing is, we won't be able to tell because Faraday cage. We can just set up a timer because I have mass SPU that has timers built in.
Yeah,
Man.
that won't help you. You need to coordinate, which means something before going.
You don't have to show off.
Yeah, everyone has comm links with have timers on, so it's not a big deal.
The Tops Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and or any other proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to Manor and Steel to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or proprietary information for promotional and informational purposes on its website and does not endorse and is not affiliated with Manor and Steel in any official capacity whatsoever. The artwork used in Manor and Steel was produced by Valgrind. The theme tune for Manor and Steel was created by Chris Glidden. Manor and Steel is created under a Creative Commons 4.0 attribution license. If you use any part of the show, please give us credit.